속도가 돈이라면 벤소미 더 세게 괴롭혀봐 나를 rain on me 다가서면 뱅뱅 전부 걸어 게임처럼 너의 고개를 떨굴 때는 댄서니 모두 몸에 걸어 눈이 빛나는 걸로 전부 걸치고 난이 노리는 것들일 거야 발밑에 쫓아와도 너는 절대 못 껴 넘어질 배포도 없는 애들은 no 따라오지 못하는 건 얄바가 아니지 그래서 the voice not my type 아니 거리동이 틈에 판이 바뀌지 이기는 건 당연하니 cause my type 시시하게 겉으로만 판단하겠지 웃는 얼굴 어서 저렇게 잘 봐 날 멍청한 애들이 여기 차고 넘치니 바가게 써니 목숨 내못 가 짜증나면 질러 I don't like being cool at least night to night girl들만 불러 money on the fool I'm a boss be or she 와 뭐든지 다 내게 cruise 말했잖아 내가 뱉는 대로 내가 다시 look nice told them myself I'm so bossy I'm so bad I told them myself I'm so bossy I'm so bad I told them myself I'm so bossy I'm so bad I told them myself
told ya 느리게만 보여 눈이 핑 돌아가는 놈들은 한 곳으로 모여 Shall we ride 머리 위로 투 그래서 이거 누가 대신에 money dance on a private jet 여긴 닿을 수 없는 곳 올려놔 bus 하늘 위로 떨어지는 별을 느끼 like demons 자식 날고 기는 것들은 전부 천했지 왜처럼 증오들은 나의 밑거른 꽤나 좁아져도 눈의 시선은 어느새 풀려 숨죽여 Hey you better you turn when I pull up Can't slow me down 나 끝없는 ride 멈출 수가 없잖아 안돼 소리로 망설임 없이 주사 위로 여전히 예상 못한 곳으로 향하지 like we to go
told them myself I'm so bossy I'm so bad I told them myself I'm so bossy I'm so bad I told them myself I'm so bossy I'm so bad I told them myself
Time slows down when it can get no worse. I can feel it running out on me. I don't want these to be my last words. All forgotten, 'cause that's all they'll be. Now there's only one thing I can do. Fight until the end like I promised to. Wishing there was something left to lose. This could be the day I die for you. What do you see before it's over? Blinding flashes getting closer. Wish that I had something left to lose. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day. Everything I know, everything I hold tight. When to let it go, when to make 'em all fight.
Good day and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are going to be looking at the VEL SA Community League playoffs once again. But today we are on the round 4 upper finals. We'll be seeing Socksup versus Freddii'S. Z, are you excited? I'm excited.
How's it, Bozo? Yeah, no, super excited, man. This is going to be a tough match. I mean, I've personally seen these teams play. You casted with me with Freddii'S versus Peekers. No, it's going to be a tough game, and it's the best of 5 series today. So first team to win 3 obviously advances into the next round.
100%, yes. The next round is the grand finals for whoever wins here. Because this is, like I said, it's the upper finals. So whichever team wins is straight through to the grand finals. And then the loser would play the winners of the lower bracket in the next match. So it's going to be a very intense game. Very, very feisty game, I think. And we're going to see what happens.
Yeah, no, it's going to be interesting because the last time I personally saw Socksup play, they versed No Fear. That's the last one I watched. And they had a bit of a tough game there against No Fear. No Fear ended up taking the win at the end. And then we saw a bit of a redemption when they played in the Red Bulls league at Comic-Con.
Yes, the campus clutch. I actually watched that live, and I know you did as well. It was
Yes,
an amazing game. But all right, let's have a look at these picks coming in here. First map of 5 is going to be Breeze. Now, Z, as you know, this is a very open map. It's very large, very big, open spaces. So you're definitely going to need those smokes. You're going to need those duelists that are fast onto site. That's why we are seeing 2 jets really like just smoking in on site, dashing in, having that push from the initiators coming through as well. Poly playing Sky. I actually wanted to talk about that as well. He played Sky in both of the previous rounds against, I believe, Peakers. Yes, the one that me and you casted last week. Yes.
Incredible Sky.
Incredible Sky. Really plays her well, plays her Utah well. So I'm excited to see how he plays it today as well. Let's see.
Look at this. It's a bit interesting. We have a Viper. It's not locked in yet. It looks like Harbor gets locked in as well. I'm a Harbor main. I love Harbor on Breeze. I think it's super good because you're able to bend those walls around.
True.
Lock in a certain point of the site. A lot better than a Viper, per se.
Yes, no, once that Viper wall is down, there's not much you can do. It's stuck there, so you can only put it up and down. Harbor is really... You can just util spam his walls, and it really blocks off a lot of line of sight. So I'm excited to see how they use that in combination with a Sky Flash or any other type of jet dash into sight.
That's interesting. We have Phoenix on Viper as well. So they got a Harbor and a Viper there, Bozo.
I see. Double controller setup with Cypher to hold down sight. Okay, this is going to be an interesting game. Because I'm assuming the Cypher is going to lock down one site with a support with him, probably the Sky, and then we're going to have 2 duelists and the Jet on the other side. Maybe even some mid control. I don't know. We're going to have to see what they decide to do. I remember watching Socksup play at Red Bull Campus Clutch, and they really play quite an interesting game, and I'm quite excited to see it today as well. They play it slow on attack, and then they wait for the right time to initiate, and then they just full send onto site. But they also play quite a lot of faking, taking spike to one side while putting pressure on another side. And we saw that Freddii'S really likes to commit to a side as well. So I'm interested to see how they are going to be handling this whole game and the strategies from both teams, and to see how they interact with each other and so on.
No, definitely. We see Poly going for that aggressive play, setting up in mid. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be Jet versus Jet. 2 very aggressive duelists play against each other. As we start off here on the very first round, pistol round. Looks like it's going to be a bit of an aggressive push now coming through. Socksup. Robobo sending his Harbor wall out to block off the site. Really good job there. Morgs up high, trying to get a couple of shots there on Viper. Just manages to tag as Travis takes out Reapsy. 1 player down early on into the round. This is not too good for the defenders. See if they can pull it back. As Soverdart comes over, trying to get as much info.
Hard rotate through spawn, trying to just desperately take back the site.
A couple of good shots coming out there from both teams. But it looks like Socksup, I believe.
Yes, Socksup takes the round.
Yeah, no, very good round there. It was aggressive. Started playing slow, but that Harbor wall, like I said, it's so vital in a map like this, a big map, being able to do angles like that.
No, I agree 100%. It's very strong in really blocking of those line of sights, those angles that we hold. Because, I mean, Breeze, like I said, it's a very open map. But the sites, the choke points to initiate on site, both A and B, are very small. It's a very tight angle. So if you have an angle on that, it's easy to hold, unless there is smokes and things that you can use to really block off those angles. We see that they are pushing A site now. Socks up. Let's see what they can do here.
Looks like all of them already info about to come out from both sides. That's Overdart detects everyone on Socksup. Ginger can't do much though here with the classic in hand, trying to push up close against that Viper wall, but gets caught as Two-Face takes out Ginger.
Spike planted.
Ego still on the Sheriff. It's a good gun as a bit of a light by pistol. Travis just gets that easy kill with the Bulldog. Not much hard work for him to do there. Polyardo tries to get a couple of shots there with the Marshall. Decides to rotate off. This is going to be super hard as Reapsy tries to take mid control. Try to get around in that Harbor just on point, blocking off all the angles as Morgs flicks around the corner, taking out Reapsy. Ollie's definitely going to struggle here as Two-Face just cleans up the last kill, making that 2 rounds to Socksup.
Very, very good pushes by Socksup. I mean, you are at the gun disadvantage going into the second round with pistols only, but now we can see that Freddii'S finally has a full buy, and we will see if they can hold this side. We have 3 on B side, 2 on A. There's no one mid. There is no one mid. I'm wondering if they are going to expect this mid push from Socksup, because it seems that it might be mid to A.
I think you're going to be exactly right. But look at this chamber. Getting a little bit aggressive there, trying to peek the corner. Spots the Jet, and Morgs just takes him out nice and early. That's really bad for the defenders, dropping 1, and that's going to activate the push there by Socksup as Two-Face gets a nice entry there from the mid side. But Ego behind.
Oh,
Doing a good job managing to find 2 there. Dashing out, making sure he's safe. As the bomb is now down, 45 seconds remaining on the clock for the defenders to try get that defuse. As Reapsy finding that beautiful kill there on Robo. Cynic's doing a good job putting up his wall there when he needs it. Look at this Polyotta. Flash coming around the side, and Two-Face managing to clean him up. But finding himself in a 1v2 and just unable to win that. It's Ego. Peeks around the corner like a demon and taking out Two-Face.
very good retake there by Freddii'S. And you see there once again, the wall from this controller from Viper just really came in clutch, because they were able to put it up, but then use a sky flash to blind on the other side to really initiate that first contact push through the smoke. So the walls are good for blocking line of sight, but they're also good for initiating pushes and really getting or catching the enemy off guard, rather.
Agreed. Look at this as we get a bit of a push towards the B site here. They're getting ready to possibly hit elbow. B main.
Possibly, yes. Spike is mid. Let's see. Oh no, it's just the wall going mid.
As we start off the fourth round, looks like it's going to be an aggressive push from B main here by Socksup. As the harbor wall doing a good job blocking Polyotta. You can't see much. As Morgs jumps through the harbor wall. A couple of shots there on the sky, not finding any. Polyotta is looking around in confusion as Morgs takes him out. Reapsy trying to do what he can to help the team as Ego on a nice flank there behind, taking out Robo. Defenders finding themselves in a 3v4 situation. You can see all of this util, both from the Harbor and the Viper. It's making it super hard to enter that site. As Morgs does a good job there, avenging his fallen teammates. As Ego is left alive in a 1v3. Not much he can do here. I think the best thing for him to do is rather tuck back A, save the Vandal, bring it into the next round.
Looks, that seems exactly what's going to happen. Trying to just control that economy a little bit as it is down to 1-3. Socksup really does a good job at initiating a site and then clearing it and then holding it. As you said, we see that harbor wall coming in, really blocking off that angle there that they hold on back B site, and that just allows them to push up all the way onto site, plant spike, and then pick off whoever is standing backside. So I think that Freddii'S really should do a better job at controlling that angles and making sure that the utility from the controllers doesn't catch them off guard.
Well, as you're speaking about that Viper wall mid might come in clutch as it gets popped up now. Two-Face and Socksup are going to have to peek through that Viper wall into the line of sight of Jet, Ego. Just waiting for them to peek, but gets a little bit feisty there. Tries to peek, maybe possibly a bit too early.
He did definitely see someone's gun though, so he knows that they are mid.
As he pays for that as Two-Face, managing to find that pick on him. Those harbor walls are just definitely doing really good. But Travis taking out Bray, holding that site there with his sheriff ability, finding another one. I think that might be his third this round. As it looks like it's going to be a bit of a tough push here, as Polyotta only has a classic in hand. Teammate joined him with a Vandal. They're getting so pushed. All of the attackers from Socksup knows that they're there. Skydog trying to come out now. Tries to catch him on the side. This might be really good for Reapsy. They don't know that yeah. As Flash comes around, finding one and Two-Face. I mean, the best thing you can do is maybe get a couple more picks and try escape. As he finds one more.
Nice try by Reapsy there, trying to just do as much as he can to their economy. But in that situation where there's 4 people just chasing you down in mid, it's not much you can do. Just take one with you. That's all I say usually.
Let's just look again at the performance of these players starting off early. We haven't seen much from Sova, besides his dart giving him util. I would like to see him possibly get higher up on the scoreboard, but he is doing a good job playing a support role for Socksup, yeah.
I agree 100%. Let's see how they initiate this B push.
Look at that as a Sky Jellyfish come out now. Trying to get anyone more, jumping high in the sky, but Polyotta making him pay for the mistake of being too aggressive. As Ego has a knife, jumping high in the sky!
Ooh.
Manages to find one in Cynics, but Travers trades it out. As
You see
Two-Face.
two ultimates being extended there. Harbor and Sky ultimate going out.
I like what Polyotta's doing. He's playing patient, he's sending out his dog before they just blindly push. Two-Face getting pushed away because of that Sova darts. And Bray finding Travis and Ginger. Just managing to clean up Two-Face. It's a good round there by Freddii'S. Nice comeback.
Very good round, very good round. Good retake, especially from Polyotta playing Sky. Just using that dog to get some information as to where this the Socksup players are. Are they on sites? Are they on spike? Where are they holding? And I'm sure he saw that they are mostly playing backside, which allowed for them to push up closer to spike and just clear off Socksup. Very good round by them. I'm very amazed by this Cypher on Socksup, the Travis. Usually when I think of Cypher on attack, it's more of a passive role, holding flank, making sure no one flanks you. But we see a very active role that he plays in helping his team initiate site.
As we saw at the start of the round, Reapsy looked like he wanted to do a bit of an aggressive peek there towards B main. Decides to tuck back and put his Viper orb up.
Very good stalling by Reapsy.
Travis is nice and deep into elbow. This might be bad for Reapsy. As Morgs takes a side aggressively, but Robo steals a kill there on Poly, but Morgs manages to find another one there on Reapsy and Connector. Oh, there goes Ego. Travis doing a really good job holding that elbow angle. As we're finding a 1v3 situation, Bray has been doing extremely well these past couple of rounds. If there is a man to do it, he could be the guy. Operator
still lying in mid, but Travis knows they are going to try and go for that operator, as it is very expensive and it's quite a large hit to the economy. Score currently is 2-5 in favor of Socksup. We see them going A now. It's been B the last, 3 rounds now? And they finally might be switching it up a bit. As I say that, they go to B with Spike. So no, it looks like it's going to be another hit on B. Cypher trip there on A, just making sure no one flanks.
But did you see that the Viper from Socksup decides to put his wall on A site? That might be a little bit of a trick there. As Polyotta peeks really aggressive, finding one, but Cynics trades him off, makes him pay for that mistake of being greedy. As Reapsy tries to do something with the Sheriff, just won't be enough as Two-Face manages to take him out. That Harbor definitely coming in clutch as Ego finally drops the Two-Face with that spray. Ooh, look at that.
Very good shot by Ginger. Oh, another one.
One in a second. That's a rifle. It might be in favor of the defenders now. They turn this stuff around as Bray pulls out his ultimate, finding one, but Cynics makes him pay for that. Taking him out. Tough. Wow, Cynics did incredibly well there. You just see, like we were talking about earlier, Bozo, that Harbor is so good on Breeze for being able to push those sites, just being able to wrap the wall how you want.
I agree 100%. And the fact that you have a Harbor and a Viper on your team as controllers, it really allows for a lot of flexibility. We see that Viper War going out on A again. And last time they used this as a fake to initiate on B side, but this time they're actually going to be using it to initiate a push onto A. Harbor there as well with his smokes and his walls as support. Only the Chamber and Sova on A sides.
Looks like we're going to see the first push from Socksup towards the A site as Harbor War comes up now. Sova doing a really good job there, sending his recon dot out and finding Morgs through the wall. This bomb
Very
gets
good
planted.
pick.
Look at that Viper ult coming out from Cynics.
Spike planted.
As Ego finding a kill there on Two-Face, Travis managing to trade off. Reapsy finds a sneaky Sheriff kill there in the mix. As Robo is panicking now, he needs to try to get into the Viper ult to help his teammate, but the dog coming out now, stunning him. That's huge from Cynics, taking out Bray.
Player standing.
Look at that, Reapsy finding Robo.
Very, very good round there by Freddii'S on that retake. I mean, there was a Viper ult, Viper's Pit coming out. It's very hard to play around that, but they got that initial pick. The Ginger got the initial pick there. Just what a beautiful dart and just a simple tap through the smoke. It's all that they needed to get that first pick, to give them the numbers advantage. And from there, it was an easy retake for Freddii'S. They're doing really well on initiating on both sides. So you see the Viper wall coming out yet again. Cypher trip, same place yet again. After a while, you start to see these patterns and things from both teams, and you can kind of anticipate. But then again, Spike is mid, so we'll see. Are they going A? Are they going B? We don't know.
Look at that, Morgs. Jet versus Jet, pulling out the knives. Ego deciding to tuck back as he knows ultimate is pulled out, but high in the sky, Morgs manages to find a kill there on Chamber, coming out of A connector. Trying to find more, a couple of shots fired there, managing to miss, I think, all of them. But
One
decides to
dot
retreat
left.
back. Ginger might be in a really good spot here, but Cynics catches him, sends him down. It's Ego trying to take it from this defender spawn here. Morgs, still one knife to his name, trying to find it there on Ego, and he does indeed. Morgs, a master with those blades for sure, as Polly Otter is holding mid,
Player standing.
finding his third. Morgs is just on a rampage this round. Viper running
going for
away
the
an
quadra.
elbow, and Morgs is hunting him down. Knives getting thrown out, not managing to hit any of them, as Reapsy
Reapsy.
finally shuts him down.
With the Sheriff.
I mean, that was a great round there from Socksup.
Very good round, very good round. You can definitely see that Socksup have been playing together for quite some while now.
Yeah, the synergy.
For quite some time. The synergy is amazing from this team. We saw Ginger standing there on top of Bridge on A side, trying to hold double doors from mid. And as he was holding that angle, even before Sway's Ego swung him, Reapsy was there from A side pushing. They have this communication, this link that I can see. They push together, they play together.
I've got your trail.
Bray's got to be super careful here as the Jellyfish and Skyflash comes out, deciding to snap back. Really good move there. As Two-Face sending the aggressive bird out, trying to find any peaks. This is a very aggressive round. Ginger managing to just shut down Two-Face. Super important there. As Bray still has that Sheriff. Bomb is getting planted. Socksup doing a really good job every single time, taking these sights. As Morgs finds Ego there on the rotate. Arbor ulti coming out now. As Robo manages to find one, but Ginger trading that off. Ginger going for a couple of sprays there, doing a good job there, making it more and more possible, finding themselves in a 1v1 Cynics versus Reapsy. A couple of shots in. Reapsy manages to get the round there for Freddii'S.
I think that was a bit of payback from the previous round, where Cynics killed Reapsy. You see some crouch spamming coming in there.
No, that's
I
just
think
that's just a sign of hugging. He was hugging.
Yes, no, for sure. It's
Yeah.
it's a sign of respect, you know. Well played. That's what it means, right?
Last round in the half.
But no, these teams are really playing well together. There's some good retakes, very good initial pushes. I feel to some extent that this map can be attacker-sided if you have a really fast and hard push onto sides. It's really easy to hold. It's not as defender-sided. So it's interesting to see what Socksup is going to do on the defending side, as we have one round left, final round before we switch.
For a large map like this, I don't think Freddii'S doing bad. 4 rounds to the name on the defensive side. It could be better, but still very possible for when they attack. As we see the Viper Pit coming out nice and early, and Morgs getting traded off there by Polly Otter. Trying to go for that aggressive peek again, but Cynics peeks to the right, finding 2. Reapsy still hiding inside that pit, trying to move around, trying to stay alive. As a Cypher ult comes out and manages to spot him. Ego really needs to get on side now and try to help his team. BO5 managing to find Two-Face there. Ego finally takes out the Cynics. It's a 2v2. Pit still up. This is going to be super hard for Socksup. But as I say that, Travis finding Ego, leaving BO5 all to himself. And Robo just in a perfect spot there, catching BO5 off guard. Good on.
Yeah, it's quite unlucky. Quite unlucky having the Harbor there behind you. Very well played though within the Viper's pit from BO5, because as you saw, I don't know if you saw it, but the sorry.
What happened there, Bozo?
my brain just lagged there. Sorry. The cipher on Travis. He used his ultimate, and that was such a good play, I feel like, from him, because it immediately scanned BO5 within his ult. So he had to move around quite a lot to just avoid being sprayed down from any which angle. But yes, very well played there by both teams on the first round, 4-8, switching some sides now. Socksup defending, Freddii'S attacking.
You can definitely see that Travis is more acquainted to the defender side as he has these traps set up, getting ready. Look at that harbor wall coming up, blocking mid this time.
It's quite a slow push initially.
You know, it's like a boxing match, just feeling each other out. A little bit of jabs here and there. As Morgs gets a nice entry frag there on Ego. Polly Otis forced to duck behind the corner. A couple of shots coming out. Robo finding his second kill of the game. Third! Robo doing a really good job there, deciding to do the classic burst. Robo's hungry, he's looking for one more, trying to find the fourth. A shot's come off, and Robo does find four that round. Wow, good play there by Robo.
Robobo. Very, very well played. He really used that the Harbor's utility to his own advantage there. Like you said, he had wall in mid. He used his bubble there, his defensive bubble. What's it called? I think it's called Cove or something.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. Yes, the Cove. He used his Cove there very well to play around the spike and catch Cynics off guard with that final tap for a quadra.
You know, the one thing I love about Hobo?
I'm sorry.
One thing I love about Harbor is when you put that Cove down, it's a bit of a peekaboo strategy. You can hide inside that bulletproof orb and catch anyone coming inside. It's really good to like possibly hold it for doorway and entry point.
Very true. See some shots getting shot from mid, just making their presence known. Small is going to dash up here, updraft.
Ooh, sneaks under though. Finds a break. Bullet chin up, finding his second one. Looking for more. Oni Bulldog, but Ginger with the classic manages to take out Mort. BO5 now getting flanked from behind by Cynics. Ego finding himself in a 1v4, Sheriff in hand. Let's see what this man can do. Apparently not too much. There, Bozo.
Unfortunate. We see Socksup being very aggressive, pushing out onto mid and really actually flanking on A sides to try and catch Freddii'S off guard.
That's definitely interesting. When we watched Freddii'S versus Peekers, Freddii'S was super aggressive on attacks. It looks like Socksup has instilled a little bit of fear into them as they're playing a little bit slower now, trying to play more methodically, trying to get the walls up, play around them. But definitely a lot slower than what they did against Peekers.
Spike is on B, with only Cynics to hold and Robobo to hold the choke point.
Look at that, we got all 4 players from Freddii'S sneaking up elbow. That harbor wall, doing such a good job, just blocking off every entry point. Wrapped around elbow, wrapped around mid. Really good wall.
It's a much slower push. Really making... Oh, good pick by Polly Otter there in mid.
Sky Flash coming out now. Looks like Freddii'S might be on for their aggressive take. As I say that, Cynics manages to shut down Ginger. Ego now. Gonna swap out his Guardian, pick up that Vandal. As Bray tries to sneak around mid-connector. Taking out Two-Face. As Two-Face wanted to peek in there mid. Try to get him off guard. Really good job there. Spidey sense was tingling.
Once again, very slow push. We see Spike rotating to A now.
30 seconds.
You
have
need to know when to
Travis.
take your losses.
That's true, but Travis is on A, holding, set up.
Managing to find one there with his camera. As Freddii'S managed to all get onto A site now. Trying to hunt that Cypher down. He knows that he's on sites as Travis getting ready to get a couple of sprays. Yeah, takes out Bray. Travis being very patient, playing extremely well here in the angle he is. Polyotta trying to hold down that corner, shut him down. Managing to get up on stairs, but Ego finds Cynics.
Now it's just
Waiting for a couple of kills.
now it's just a game of trying to play time.
Game you have cat and mouse as Robo trying to move around the pyramids on the site. Trying to find anyone. He does find one, making it a 1v1. Harbor Wall going to come out now. Using that to block, but Reapsy has the lineups. Sending one snakebite onto the
Sticking
site.
it.
But
Oh,
it's just not enough. Those lineups are just too strong.
that was very close though.
Take it out. Yeah. Good job
It's
there by
quite
Reapsy.
close.
But also Robo.
Yeah, very, very well. Very nice played there by Reapsy. He managed to stall enough time just to allow for the bomb to go off. Or actually for Robobo to die there from the snake bites. Very unfortunate. I think he thought that he might have had some time to defuse before he died, but I think it came down to just a second or two of difference.
It's almost like that Harbor Wall made it easier for Reapsy to be able to send the snake bite through. The Harbor Wall coming up nice and early, but Bray trying to hold the aggressive peek down connector. Sway's Ego checking nice and high. Doesn't spot anyone, but manages to see the Cynics just playing a bit lower. This is definitely slower pushes here from Freddii'S. As they pay for that, as Morgs manages to get the kill there on Bray towards mid. But it looks like they're setting up now. They got the Sky ultimate in hand. Seeker's going out now, followed by the flashbang. It's a really good job. Jet managing to find his way on site, followed up by the Sova. But Morg shutting down Reapsy. As Ego manages to find one, beginning taken out shortly after. Ginger staying alive.
Ooh.
This is just
1v3.
extremely good play here by Socksup. They're just holding the sites extremely well. That Harbor Wall reset timer coming in every single time, just being able to reset it up on a new location. Talk to me. What's the chances here you have a Polyotta winning the round, Bozo?
Well, we've seen him done it before, so I have faith. But there are some cross angles, some cross fires being held here. A lot of util to block Polyotta from coming in. I think this is going to have to be a save round.
10 seconds left.
But does he get out with the save as the Sky Flash goes around?
Oh.
Sky doing a little bit of a twirly-whirly there. Make sure he doesn't flash himself, but managing to find Polyotta. Sky versus Sky.
That was a very funny entrance there by the Sky.
Super
Just-
entertaining. He does a 360 on him.
Yeah, no, the Two-Face just making sure he styles on Polyotta a little bit as he flashes through the Harbor Cove. That was very, very well done by Socksup retaking that site. Oh, sorry, from Socksup retaking that site and just holding Spike.
I think what Freddii'S needs to do now is they need to go back to their roots. When they get a full buy round, they need to start playing more aggressive. Then they can't be scared about Socksup setup here.
Yes.
Down mid.
Look at that early aggressive round there by Socksup, managing to find two in mid. Sending the wall for Cynics, finds a third. It's going to be super tough. They want to save round, pistol round, full classics. No, excuse me, Sheriff. I love seeing some Sheriff gameplay. Ego might be able to get a couple of heads here.
Last player.
As Socksup pushes them, finds one. Just can't find the
trade.
second. Robo takes out Ego.
Very, very good play there by Robo.
Point.
Freddii'S can't give up.
They cannot. No, they shouldn't as either. They must just keep on pushing and try and read Socksup's strategy here. We see that Freddii'S is playing it really slow on attack, and Socksup is just punishing that by being very aggressive and pushing the angles, pushing the sides from multiple places in order to catch them off guard and just pick their heads off. So I think Freddii'S should try and be a little bit more aggressive on initiation of sites. As we can see, there's only a Cypher and a Sky on A side. So if they push hard now, they can definitely grab the site.
And as you say, pushing hard, Ego going loud and proud with those knives, not managing to find the Cypher though, as Travis manages to back up. regain safety. Ego trying to find that kill through that Viper wall. It just won't be enough as Ginger manages to find Two-Face and Travis. With a good redemption kill there. As Robo taking out Bray. Making it a 3v3 situation. Spike is planted. This is going to be super tough. For Freddii'S
Ginger
to
and
stay
Reapsy.
alive, yeah.
Last player standing.
It's all up to Ginger.
As it's all crumbling as Reapsy falls and Morgs with a nice jump knife taking out Ginger. Beautiful gameplay there by Socksup. But this, we must remember this was Socksup map pick. So they were
yes,
super confident
100%.
on this.
Yes.
And let's see how the second match goes.
That was
So
a very
hope
good
Freddy-
game. Very good game. Yes, Socksup played that very well. Like I said, they were patient on their executes on attack, making sure that site is approachable, in the sense that there aren't 100 people standing on site waiting for them. And then they initiated their push and they did it hard and they kept site. Where Freddii'S, on the other hand, played it a bit slower, which is good to some extent. However, I feel that Socksup read this, and like I said, they were just very aggressive, punished it, and that's how we got to 5-13 now. So I'm hoping that Freddii'S really sees that and has a bit of a comeback in the next game.
Yeah. As we see,
5-13 for Socksup.
it's gonna be a good game on this Lotus. I think Freddii'S, this is their map pick, obviously. So they're gonna know their setups, they're gonna know their lineups. And we're gonna see how
Undefeated is my fractured heart. Nothing left to lose. See me coming through. I'm fighting demons on my way, and I know they are the same. Oh, I keep on making waves. I dream of making waves.
Well, I mean, it adds a lot of layers to the game and to the initiation, to the sites push on A and C and even B. It creates a lot of confusion, and I think it's really good for some mind games, because when you open the door, you don't necessarily have to push through it,
But listen, Bozo, when I'm playing in a 1v5 situation like I'm always in, winning the round for my team, and I'm sitting in a tree and I hear those revolving doors open behind me, I don't want to get scared every time, man. I wish it was just either a solid barricade that could stay up, or they could break it. So I at least know that's an angle I have to watch. I don't want to have to hear a sound cue and get scared if he's going to come through or not through the revolving doors. Sometimes, Bozo, I have omens TP up on that revolving door.
It's crazy, man. I think your biggest mistake in that situation is being in a 1v5. I think that's what it comes down to.
Yeah, but sometimes they leave it up to me. I'm the clutch master Z, finding his way in gold 3, trying to get to platinum. I'm hard stuck, Bozo.
Dude, if anything, I understand that. The solo queue hell is real. So, yes, no. Hopefully us can eventually get out of our low elo hell and really get some people that we can play with, some duos, some trios, maybe even a team. You never know. Yeah. I'm pretty sure all these players started out solo queuing before they got recruited into their respective teams as well.
I might have to hit up Socksup here, see if I can find a spot on their roster,
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Think you're going to have to prove yourself, Z?
I think I'm going to have to. Anyway, let's see what's going to happen. Let's get some predictions. I think
Yes.
The biggest thing for this Lotus map, and I think the thing that Freddii'S needs to do, is they need to get someone with some features, with some ability to stun. And the person I'm talking about is Ginger playing Breach. I think he's extremely good on it. Let's see if that happens.
No, I agree. I mean, Polyotter, like I said, the previous game that me and you casted, he played Sky on both rounds, and he played Sky again now on Breeze. So I'm assuming he's going to be playing Sky again. Polyotter is very comfortable playing Sky. He's learned her very well, her utility usage, all of that very well. And as you said it, there we go. Two-Face, Breach on Lotus. Breach is very strong on this map. And I just wanted to say, as a Raze main myself, we have 2 Razes coming in to really just stop those pushes. Because, I mean, a grenade thrown there on A side on defense, just completely stalling the enemy the attacking side is very strong.
Wait a second.
Yes.
Poly Otter is clicking on Astra. We're going to see a little bit of a switch up of him. The
Wow.
first time ever we might witness Poly Otter stepping away from Sky, playing an Astra. Look at that. As I said, a Ginger hovering over Breach there. Two-Face obviously taking the Breach.
It's a very interesting lineup, very strong lineup in my opinion from both sides. I mean, Socksup going Omen, Breach, Raze. I feel the Omen is a strong pick alongside the Breach, since I don't know if you know this, but the Omen Paranoia, if you stand in the inside of B sites, there where the breakable door is facing towards A. If you throw your Paranoia, your flash out as soon as that barricade drops, there is nothing that can save you from getting hit if you run out. Not a Ray Satchel, not a Jet Dash, nothing. You will get hit every time.
Just too close quarters.
It's too close quarters. So I think that will definitely come in clutch. Alongside a Breach stun, we see Gecko with his little wingman going to plant spike, defuse spike. And yes,
I love myself, Gecko, man. That thing is so cute, hopping on the spike, diffusing it.
I always feel so bad when I have to shoot that little buddy off of spike. I feel so bad. It's terrible. I hate Valorant for bringing that into the game.
I can't believe Poly Otter and Bray trolled me here. I really thought
Oh,
we saw Bray hovering over the sky, Poly Otter hovering over Astra, and it looks like they just got me excited and then switched it up on me.
it might have been an initial idea to go with Astra. She is quite a strong controller in my opinion as well. Her utility is very cheap. It's very easy to buy stars, and I mean, if you buy 1 star, which you already get free, you can use all of your utility. You can make smokes, you can suck, you can stun. You can really do whatever you need to as Astra. The only thing is she's a bit slow in putting down her stars. It's not very mobile. Kind of have to set up, kind of like a sentinel rather. But yes, let's get a look at this matchup now. We have Socksup on attack with Freddii'S on defense. Looks like it's going to be a B push.
Looks like it's coming out quite aggressive there. The Breach Tremor deciding to pop this Morgs. Nice and early on the site. Raze nade following up. And there's a wingman, little buddy. Planting the spike.
Buddy.
Man, that thing's so cute. There's Bray managing to find a pick there on Robo. Ego. Trying to do the best that he can in the corner, but he's joined by 2 teammates. A couple of shots coming out. Travis finding his 3rd of the round. Travis doing a really good job here. Trying to find the 4th, maybe the 5th. Get an ace to his name.
An ace?
Nice and early. There's Poly Otter. Shuts that down. Won't allow that to happen. Finding himself in a 2v2 situation. Sinex trying to play any smoke here and manages to find Poly Otter through it with a triple burst.
1v1.
Reaps following it up, making it a 1v1. This is so action-packed for the very first round. As Two-Face getting ready with Tremor, sending it out, managing to find him. A Two-Face cleaning up Reapsy there with a beautiful stun. Good job.
Yeah, good job by Socksup taking the first round there, pistol rounds. It's quite interesting. When I've always played this map, my team just always wants to go A. First round with pistol, 2nd round, 3rd round, 4th, what doesn't matter. They love A. They just want to go A. And that's why we saw the Raze nade, the Breach stun, the Omen smoke, the Omen blind, all of that utility just going straight into A, trying to really stop that push out of A. And yet again, we have Raze and Breach on A, but the whole of Socksup is pushing C sites with Sky and Killjoy ready to meet them.
Look at this, as the flashbang and the Tremor come out now, trying to delay as much as he can. Poly Otter trying to flash, and as Morgs decides to double satchel jump onto the site with the Judge in hand, finding Reapsy. Beautiful jump play there by him. Poly Otter, Sheriff in hand. Trying to play the peekaboo strategy inside that smoke. But Morgs just taking this round for himself as he throws a nade. Decides to push out aftershock coming through the wall. Just a bit of a distance there with the Judge not managing to find him, but Ego doing a good job there, taking out Two-Face.
There was just a lot of trays that happened there.
Socksup in a good position, yeah. 2 versus 1, Robo managing to take out Ego. Not much they could have done there on Classics, and the sheer force and aggressiveness of Socksup just managing to take that side because of Morg's play.
No, 100%. I mean, Socksup they rocked up there on C-Sats and they just pushed Freddii'S back so far. I mean, we saw Morgs pushing back C just all the way almost to B with his Judge, just really pushing Freddii'S back as far as possible from C side to allow for that timer to run out. See another B hit now from Socksup. They don't want to go A. They do not like A. They know what's waiting for them.
The raise nade. That's paranoia and a one-way smoke there come out on A side, but it just won't be enough as Socksup decided to take the B. Good entry pick there on Bray. He's gonna have to kill the little wingman though, as the spike's gonna get ready to get planted. Breach flash coming out the side. Good angle there. Morg still on that judge shotgun. He likes playing up close and personal with this. This is in fact their map, but Reapsy managing to find a good kill there on Cynics, making it more and more possible as it's a 3 versus 1 now. Trap.
Poly Otter.
Otter finding his third. Wow, Poly.
Good cleanup by Poly there. Like you said, this is their map, so they should be very confident in their setups, in their pushes, their defense, their retakes, all of that. They should have it all in place. So I'm excited to see more of it now that they finally had a full buy on round 3, going into round 4 now. Let's see if they can keep it up. Are we finally going to be seeing an A push?
Looks like we will. Let's see how good that raise nade from Ego is going to come out. Look at Ego's using the judge as well. We might see an early jump there. Double set.
And a raise of the shotgun is very scary.
Look at
Let's see all of this utility.
That's interesting. The raise nade actually going out towards as the raise jumps straight into it. Morgs. What a great 200 IQ play there by Ego. As Bray manages to find one up close and personal. Ego finds one more. Bray cleaning up the tag team duo partner. Doing extremely well together. Robo finding himself in a 1 versus 3. Skyflash coming out now on the top. Good round from Freddii'S, nice and early. I mean, just the teamwork together there.
Very, very well played by Freddii'S. This is why I said they are scared of A, because A is just a complete death trap. You see Robobo trying to push up, but Polly's waiting for him. Is he going to find him? He does. He does. Like I was saying, A side is just a complete death trap. I mean, you got a breach fault line coming in. You have Omen paranoia. You have Omen one-way smoke. You have raise nade. 200 IQ raise nade. She didn't throw it at the barrier on A. She threw it behind rubble. You know how smart that is. It's so smart.
It's like he knew that the raise was gonna try satchel in behind rubble,
and that's
he
exactly
just shut him down.
Happened.
And the breach blocking the rest of the teammates off. Jeez.
Yes. No, I agree. It's very, very, very smart. And that just comes with map knowledge, with game knowledge, with playing the game, honestly.
As we see, it's going to be a bit of a split push here.
It's very interesting.
Let's play.
We haven't seen this in a long time.
2 and A, 2 and C. Breach trying to pick up the spike, deciding where to go.
Drop spike again towards C side. With a full killjoy set up on C. Really trying to deny entry.
Shadows traveling.
Looks like
much slower round.
The main plan here is to take a C. The bomb they dropped towards the C site. As I say that, they decide to push off.
It looks like it might be a hit. As we see Cynics and Robobo pushing
Great.
up on site.
TPing there for any information that he can get. The barrier by him is still shut down, still closed. As it looks like it's going to be a push from Tree. Ego's nade trying to get in there nice and early as the Omen Paranoia comes out from the side. Ego still got that judge in hand. While Socksup
30 seconds left.
have the pistol. Polyotta managing to find a nice 2 kills there. Trying to find his third, but he just can't. But Ego cleans it up with the judge. Jumping and spraying. Ego, 3 kills to his name that round. Nothing Socksup can do with those close quarter fights there with that judge. Both judges from both razors, eh? It's very interesting play.
I have to tell you, it's one of the most satisfying things being a Raze main, flying double satcheling onto someone with the judge.
I'm getting so invested in these two teams. I mean, me and you casting Freddii'S versus Pikas together. I casted Socksup versus No Fear, and just the chemistry all of these teams have together is so different, so unique to each of them.
No, it really is. It really is.
Yeah.
It comes down to experience and time played together. I mean, some of the teams have only been formed or created about a month ago, but these teams have been set in stone for quite a while now. So these players know each other. They know each other well. They know each other's game style, the way that to play their roles as well. I mean, Polyotta playing Sky, Initiator, just really there to assist his team We have Reepsy always playing a Brim or a Sage on support. On this map, Reepsy is actually playing Killjoy against support, trying to lock down those sites. See a nade coming into A, trying to push back.
I just love that Omen one-way
Ginger.
smoke that they're setting up there.
Destroyed.
Very, very smart.
There's nades from both sides. Trying to find somebody, trying to do any damage that it possibly can do. As we see, Freddii'S getting quite close and personal with Socksup. Ginger managing to find that early kill down Cynics. But Socksup gonna decide to swap sites. They ready to take C here, but Killjoy setup is ready. Managing to get taken out. Polyotta getting flashed by that Dizzy, but managing to flash in return. Finding one there on Robo. Beautiful snap there by Polly. Decides to push back as Morgs. As his RPG in hand. Ultimate. Getting ready to try find anything. As Ego decides to play back in Waterfall. Try get anyone from Socksup to maybe push him up and close and personal with that Judge. As Polyotta tries to get any information that he possibly can. Paranoid coming out. Blinding Two-Face. Ego jumping.
One enemy
With the RPG. Finding one. Bray. Managing to find that second trade. Travis finding
Travis.
2. This might be winnable for Travis. He's in a 1v2 situation, but just after those first 2 kills, I have all the faith in the world that he can do it. As Bray trying to hunt him down, doing a good job hiding inside that Omen smoke. It's almost towards him. He's trying to find the head of the defuse. As Bray just sneaks out the side, taking out Travis. Wow, I thought Travis had that.
Those were some very good shots by Travis, however. Can't deny that was very well played.
Good round to Freddii'S.
Very good round. I'm glad to see Freddii'S being a bit more aggressive. As I said on Breeze when they played there, I feel like they have to be a little bit more aggressive in controlling space and controlling an area in the map to kind of deny Socksup their initial push to make it harder for them. And that's exactly what they're doing now, and it seems to be working in their favor. So I'm really glad that they took my advice.
Freddii'S definitely being the bigger man on their Lotus map pick.
See another B push coming in. Polyotta going to possibly flash all of them. He does.
Early jump there by Raze, trying to get nice and deep. Getting ready to send out that Boombot. Boombot and the Dizzy. Coming out the side. As Gecko Ultimate tries to trap anyone on site. Doesn't look like he managed to find anyone. There's an Aftershock coming through the side there as Two-Face manages to pick up Bray. Good job there, Aftershock pushing him out. Deciding to peek him with the Vandal afterwards. Opening up the door there for his teammate to enter. Ego trying to do anything he can there with the satchels. Polyotta manages to find a kill there on Morgs. Beautiful
Judge in
jump
hand.
spray shot there as Travis tries to get a couple of sprays to avenge his teammate, but Ego managing to find another one. The round has gone in favor of Freddii'S all of a sudden. As Sipnex finding himself in a 1v2 and all is happening at once. Freddii'S, this is definitely their map. Their defense is on another level right now, Bozo.
They are playing very well, but I mean, if you're pushing a site like B site and the Go is just waiting there for you with a Judge, you see him just letting go of the Vandal. He's like, no, it's fine. I don't want to play with Vandal. I want to play with my Judge.
Judge main.
Judge main. It's very scary going against a Raze that can nade you off of certain angles and then just jump with a Judge around the corner, just ready. So, yes, I'm very excited to see if Socksup can combat this possible teleport from Omen to Rubble.
Trying to get there's an early Raze nade. Trying to stop anyone, but they know what's happening. They hold him back. They know the Raze nade's coming. They're just playing patient there.
Possible ultimate from Ginger coming through. Oh, sorry, not Ginger. Two-Face.
Polyotta sending out that Sky flashbang, not finding anyone. Socksup get ready to take a site. Ego is on there waiting though. As Aftershock comes out now. Morgs jumping loud and proud high on the side, trying to find anyone. Sheriff in hand though. Two-Face getting the kill on Ego, shutting him down. No Judge for him anymore. Polyotta getting trapped up in that heaven position. As Morgs has now claimed the Judge for himself. Cynics finding kill there on Ginger, but Polyotta trades back up. Two-Face waiting for the Sky. Just waiting for Polly to peek.
Last player standing.
As you see
Unfortunate.
there, Travis and Cynics just doing a really good job finding kills to the name, and Cynics 3 kills that round. Socksup finally getting an attack of round.
Yes, now after 5 rounds of Freddii'S taking the round, it's nice to see Socksup bringing it back a little bit. They had to invest in ultimate, which is the breach ultimate, two faces ultimate, which in my opinion is very strong. If you combo that with a really fast duelist such as a Raze double satchel, a neon, a jet dashing in, you can really get a lot of value out of that.
It's going to be an aggressive C push, it looks like, as a dog coming out trying to stun anyone from pushing.
Oh,
Morg's getting ready, concussing a whole bunch of them, possibly there on heels. A paranoia about to fly out so they can take the site, claim it. They do manage to get a flash as Cynics trades that off on Reapsy. Cynics trying to find a second. He does indeed, but Polyotta finally taking out Cynics. Morg's getting onto the site as Polyotta playing a angle that's quite tough here in Waterfall. A bit of a pixel peek trying to spot the heads of anyone. As Socksup decide to play post-plant position here, playing towards heel. As a breach is getting ready on his flashbang, possibly a tremor. All of a sudden, Omen
Player standing.
and Ego jump as Morg's managing to take them out, and Travis just cleaning up the round, taking out the remaining 2. Second round is Socksup.
That was good. That was a good round. I mean, Robobo playing Gecko. Gecko, in my opinion, can be a very strong agent as well. I know I say this about a lot of agents, but it depends on how you play them, you know? And the way that I'm seeing Robobo playing is very helpful towards his team, because with Little Buddy being able to plant Spike, it just leaves him open to cover yet another angle, yet another push from another place, just covering as much space as possible, trying to trade out his teammates where he can.
We see Socksup getting maybe a little bit more comfortable here on the round against Freddy as Ego jumps high with the Bucky, trying to find anyone that maybe peeks rubble. But the paranoia coming out, he's blinded, he's stuck there.
Spike rotating to C.
So Omen decides to dip, decides to leave, getting deep on C. That C side for Socksup. He's all alone here in Waterfall with the Sheriff in hand, and Cynics just almost like he knows a sixth sense as a tremor eventually stuns him now on the side. As we see Freddii'S all locked up here on the B site. Morg's in a good position to get any of them. Oh God. Cynics finds the one. Cynics finding the third. As Morgs pushes out, but Ego, the Bucky's just too close. Ego, beautiful swap there to the Sheriff. Finding a third there. This might not be a round that he can win, but he sure will go out in style as the Raze nade comes out. Aftershock decides to push him back a little bit. Ego, it's like the Hunger Games, he's staying alive. There's the wingman getting taken out nice and early as Two-Face decides, maybe I should pull back. Ego's getting a little bit aggressive here. He's hungry. Doing a good job there, playing a bit more passive.
Robobo already running to spawn.
Tremor coming out now. That's a good round there by Ego. He definitely took that round in style for style points, but the round does in fact go. Stocks up. Finding the fourth there.
The fourth. Wow. Just take a little stab at Two-Face's economy.
Can I get a drop?
Very, very well played by Ego there at the end, really holding his own. First the Bucky shots, and then just the perfect little head taps with the Sheriff, with our favorite skin.
He's a man of all trades at the moment. He's getting judge kills, Buckies. We saw him whoop out the Sheriff, followed up by the Vandal. There's so
as long as I don't see an Odin, I'm happy.
As a Trevor and the nade followed up the tag team partners trying to do it again, not managing to find anyone. As Socksup managed to take control of Rubble, get nice and deep. Cynics trying to go for the peak. Ego Sheriff in hand because he has that judge when they get nice and close. Decides to peek back though. As Cynics aims on points, tagging him.
Bree and Cynics basically kissing as close. They are so close to each other.
Robo doing a good job locking up Bray, and Cynics just swoops in from the side, taking that kill. Nice and easy. Morgs, RPG in hand, finding one in Ego, decides to trade one as well. Double utility usage there from both of them. Both of the Razors as wingman. Plants a spike.
Killjoy lockdown coming in as well. Really pushing Travis, Cynics, and Robobo off of sites. Just grabbing the defuse.
So Reeps is going to try get on the bomb, try maybe get it to half. Travis just manages to miss him. Reepsy escaping with his life just around that corner, just in time. The ultimate did lock down one. Polyotta sneaking up on Cynics, finding a kill there. There's Reapsy trying to out the Gecko. So Robo all left alone. Trying to go for a couple of sprays, but Polyotta finding his third kill of that round. Freddii'S taken. 6-5.
Oh, no, you don't deserve my inventions.
16 kills. Polyotta has 16 kills right now. Followed by Ego with 15.
Very well played again. These teams are just really playing their roles very well. We saw the Killjoy really doing her best at locking down the site and really preventing those initial pushes, those aggressive pushes that we know Socksup like to do. We see Killjoy also spreading a util between B and C, which is, in my opinion, the best thing a Sentinel can do. It's not simply locking down one site, but spreading it over two.
Let's play.
A lot of pressure going on A. However, Spike is C. Quite a slow push up C.
Bit of a mix-up.
Yes.
2 on each side. As Chamber just holding down B, trying to spot if anyone rotates off the B side. But Omen's hard stuck. He's playing a good job just holding down that B side. He's not going to budge.
No, Two-Face and Cynics ready to catch whoever on A is off guard.
Looks like they picked up Spike. They decided that A might be the best bet as the remaining of them push on. But the Omen ult scares them away. They know that they were going to push A, so they're rotating back towards C. Bit of a mix-up here. Bit of a juggle.
Playing it slow, really feeling out the best place to go.
Good job by Freddii'S not taking any of the baits, deciding to stay on the sites that they are planted on.
It's the best thing you can do in this position. Just wait for the spike, rather play retake, instead of swinging into their crosshairs.
Nice and rooted as a alarm bot gets triggered, followed by the nano swarms, and Morgs decides, let's take the site. Polyotta getting ready with his Seekers. They're coming out now, trying to get anyone on Waterfall, but the Judge doing a good job taking out most of the Seekers as Two-Face gets a nice entry frag there on Ginger. Followed up. Cynics getting sprayed from behind by the Rays.
Spike down.
Travis getting stuck there with his ultimate. Reapsy finding 2, and Polyotta taking out the remaining from Socksup.
2 for Polyotta, 2 for Reapsy. Really well played. But now we get a side swap.
I'm
Now we
super
get to
happy to see
Yeah.
Freddii'S. They stayed rooted there. They didn't take any of the baits. They didn't try to rotate through their spawns. They decided to play their sites, and it paid off. Perfect.
No, it's well played, very well played. Because, I mean, that's exactly what Socksup wanted. They wanted to split pressure on different sides to kind of force Freddii'S to rotate out to another side, possibly hoping to leave a side open or very undermanned. And then, yes, it's an easy site. So I'm glad Freddii'S kind of stick to their sites, stick to their roles, and yeah, it worked out well. 7-5 in favor of Freddii'S.
We're going to see Socksup on the defensive side now. They're going to try to show us what they made of with their Breach and Raze duo. So it comes out nice and early. 3 of them deciding to push A. And Freddii'S are there. They're just playing further back towards their spawn. Might be a good job now for Socksup to instead push back now. None of them are coming. Reset a little bit. And while that's happening, Freddii'S are getting deep into B side. But Cynics might be in a good position here. But he decides to push the button. Morg's finding a good entry frag there on Polyotta as an aftershock. Both breaches come out. Two-Face finding 2, followed up by Robo, taking out Ego. Great teamwork there as the push is so well thought of, well put together by both of the players. Bray managing to find 2 there, finding himself in a 1v3, 5 HP to his name. Not much he can do as Travis gets a frag with a ghost there through the wall.
I was unlucky for Freddii'S there. Attacking and unfortunately losing so many people on B side.
That's a good spot.
But it was a good execute, I believe, on B side. I mean, B side was completely open. We had 3 players from Socksup pushed up all the way to rubble, really preventing Freddii'S from going anywhere out of A. However, that left B side very vulnerable and exposed. And Freddii'S took advantage of that.
Nice and open for the taking as we start the second round of the halftime swap.
See 4 sheriffs and 1 classic on the side of Freddii'S.
Morg's deciding to switch it up a little bit, not throwing that Raze nade straight away at the beginning of the round as Polyotta with the sheriff in hand trying to peek B side, try to see if he can spot anyone. As it looked like it is going to be a B setup. getting ready, but Robo shutting down Polyotta. That's going to make Freddii'S decide to maybe rethink their strategy as they push away. Travis finding third, finding fourth.
Whoa.
Travis opening up the door and getting Freddii'S completely off guard, managing to find all 4 kills.
Wow.
Ours are not too friendly.
That was crazy. That was so fast. Travis just took out 4 of their team. Holy.
Managed to take 2 from long side, open the door, found the remaining 2 just set outside B.
That's a crazy quadra. And that's the thing. Like, I mean, me and you was talking about the doors on Lotus and how you don't particularly like them. But that just shows you, again, like how strong they can be if you use them correctly.
Cover going out.
This looked like Freddii'S. Have a bit of action happening here on C. It's Polyotta. Almost getting ready, but Cynics has that paranoia in hand.
You see the rotate coming from Morgs and Robobo.
Off the shot, moving Omen as Travis manages to find Ego jumping onto the side with the double satchel. Travis just not getting the pick there with the Bulldog. The 3-round bursting just isn't the way when you need to go full auto. But Cynic's in a good spot here with the Judge, waiting for them to push, but they decide to pull back.
Good pick by Robobo through the smoke there.
Socksup definitely dominating this round at the moment, finding himself in a 4v3.
Cynic's just
jumping around.
Jump peeking the angle, making sure they actually left, but they didn't. Spike is still on C. We see.
Doing the same
Sorry.
thing. Never say sorry to me, Bozo.
Keep interrupting you. My bad.
You never interrupting me. I'm interrupting you. We have the same ideas at the same time as Dizzy comes out. Robo finding a kill there on Bray. As Ginger getting the trag. The trag? Ginger finding 2. What is a
Found
trag?
The beautiful ult coming out. Oh, and Robobo getting the final 3rd pick for that round. Me and you, see, we have the same mind. That's the problem. We think of the same thing at the same time. So we just say it at the same time.
Pinky in the brain, man.
I'm telling you. Really good retake there by Freddii'S. Unfortunately, just not good enough. Socksup cleaning it up. Robobo really finding 3 kills there, really doing the majority of the work for his team.
Travis doing extremely well. 19 kills to his name, 10 deaths. High up that scoreboard, rivaling Polyotta. As a tremor and the flashbang from Freddii'S comes out now. Morgs jumping high up on top of rubble. That's a good angle as Polyotta sends the Skybird out now, flashing them.
Good read from Socksup as Hall of Freddii'S is there in A. Kind of pulling out now to B, trying to see if the site is a bit better to hit, as there are 3 Socksup players just holding this angle on A door, A main.
Once again, they're so aggressive on A that they're just... It's almost like they're giving B straight away to Freddii'S. As the trap finally goes out now, they know they're there. Travis swinging around the corner with a beautiful frag there on Bray. Reepsy trying to pick up that gun from his fallen teammate. As Morg still high up on the angle by Rubble. As Freddii'S decide they want to try peek. Ego swinging around, spots him on top, going for the double satchel. Running around the side, finding him there. As he gets picked off by Two-Face from behind. Ginger now regaining a Vandal. Two-Face trying to peek him, but Ginger shuts him down. It's 2v2 situation. Polyotta and Ginger trying to take the side, but Travis is deep. Travis finds 1 on Ginger. The bomb stops getting planted. Travis finding 4. Travis is the man of the match at the moment. 23 kills, 10 deaths. Travis is on another level, just playing super composed, playing patient. He was on that B side. He had his little Lombard set out to the side, trapping them. Rotating around to A. Wow.
Giving a little smiley face there in chat from Travis. He knows what he did there. Getting 4 kills. Really well played. His aim is really on par today. Really good. Doing the work for his team there. We finally see a bit of a pull buy coming in from Freddii'S now. 4 Vandals and Ego with the Judge once again. Pushing B sides. Oh, some picks. Early picks happening on B.
Aggressive push there by B. Two-Face managing to find 2 from that flashbang. Making them push up all the way into the corners. Reepsy now trying to peek. trying to trade off that Gecko. They're getting ready for fights to happen here. As Reapsy finally manages to find Robo, getting that kill there. It's a good situation for Freddii'S. They managed to switch that around, making it a 2v1. Travis, all left alone now for Socksup.
If anyone can do it, it's Travis.
Yeah, we see him rotating around now towards the C site. But Polyotta might catch him off guard.
Travis looking back every now and again. But he made it past.
My ultimate placing swarm grenade.
Reapsy putting the nano swarm on the bomb, trying to play the post pawns as Travis trying to find a headshot anywhere that he possibly can. Reapsy ducking behind the wall, jumping off.
Teleport's ready.
Don't know what happened to my voice there, Bozo.
No, it's okay. It happens. Polyotta rotating really slowly, sneaking up behind Travis. Unfortunately, he had the right idea there. Travis was not expecting him.
Freddii'S managing to stay alive, stay in this round. They were doing super well in the beginning, early stages. Dropped off a little bit as the half swapped, but regaining them way back up, making it 8-9.
No, it's a much better, much closer game. I feel like on Lotus on this map compared to Breeze. They're doing very well from both sides, both attacking and defending from both teams. Is really, really outstanding. It's just small things like different angles being held by different players that they need to check a bit better.
As the round starts, nice and aggressive as Cynics decides to TP on the side, but Bray making him pay for that mistake. They're playing a little bit too aggressive here. Freddii'S taking control of Rubble now, getting sight. Bray in a good position to hold connector off the shot, coming out, pushing anyone there away. Gecko deciding to now push back, rotate back towards their spawn. As the ultimate from Breach coming out now, and Two-Face getting stuck behind the tree. Ginger just following it up.
Good pick by Ginger there.
Robobo decides to send Wingman out, maybe stun anybody. Falling into the Nano Swarm though. Made a sound cue, but finding one. Sway's Ego manages to find one as Bray takes out the third for the round. Killing Morgs. Good round,
What a
Bray.
beautiful flick from Bray. Did you see that?
Incredible.
He flicked all the way from A drop to just outside of A main. That was a beautiful flick from Bree. Really just securing that third kill and winning Freddii'S the round there. 9-9 is the score.
That's impressive how well Freddii'S managed to take Rubble. I mean, with Socksup, with that 3-man there on the A site, but managing to teleport around the side. Bray finding that Omen, catching him off guard as he's just getting out of the animation of the TP. But decides like they're going to set up for a C push now. Skipping A.
Morgs and Travis waiting for all 5 players from Freddii'S.
Morgs trying to catch up his economy there with the Sheriff. As a nade, though, comes out. A Sky stuck in the dog. Morgs finding one there with the nade, following up by the Sheriff. Travis snapping his fingers to try to get out of there. Morgs in a very awkward fight here with Breach, but finally sends out the RPG, making 3 kills to his name. Nade out for any of them behind. Very possible, yeah, but Polyotta manages to take out Morgs. Getting stuck, though, with the bird in his hand, leaving Bray in a 1v4 situation. Bray, 29 HP to his name. A couple of shots fired there, but not finding anyone as Cynics with the Stinger takes out Bray.
It was a very good initial push there by Freddii'S. They really had the sights. It was a 5v2, but unfortunately, Morgs was ready with his ultimate, and he just scared, I would say, the whole of Freddii'S to kind of stall their push. When you hear that Ray's ultimate pop, it's very scary.
We just see Breach from the side of Socksup just jumping around Two-Face, is completely blinded as Morgs is just holding that RPG, trying to find him while he's jumping, and finally he sends it out. But an aggressive push here from Socksup, trying to take control of B, maybe wrap behind them, as C's open for Freddii'S. They decide to take control of the site because it's all theirs. It's almost like they're on the defense. They're all set up waiting for Socksup to enter the site this time. A bit of a switch around here as the Seekers come out, and Ego jumping around the corner trying to get one. He does find one. Socksup, Two-Face, and Morgs following up with trades. As Robo's behind, sending out the mosh pit. But the ultimate from Two-Face coming out now, pushing all of them that are playing post side, but Reapsy finding that nice and early important
Last
kill.
player standing. One enemy
It's
remaining.
a 1 versus 1. Killjoy versus Chamber. Travis versus Reapsy. Taps the bomb, tries to bait Travis into pushing. Reapsy into pushing, my bad, as Reapsy takes the bait and gets a
Well
kill.
played. Well played there by Reapsy. I mean, Travis got to sides and he heard the nano swarms on Spike, and he immediately just shot them. That was very nice. A nice play by him. Quick thinking as well, because it stalls a lot of time if you allow Killjoy to pop those nanos once she hears the Spike being tapped. But very well played there by Reapsy, playing time, really making Travis think about where Reapsy is, and just ultimately winning out the round there for Freddii'S.
As we start a nice and early round, Freddii'S, they have the side, but they just don't know it. And Socksup deciding to once again do an aggressive B.
It's quite a strange strategy.
All alone by himself. Ginger taking out Travis on that nice rotate there. That's an important kill. Travis has been on another level this match. Ego hiding inside, trying to do the peekaboo strategy inside the Omen smoke. As another one follows up towards the staircase, allowing him to push maybe a little bit further. As this might be an awkward fight as Gecko and Ego very close together. A couple of shots there, but Ray's double satchel just allows him to escape in time. He does have the ultimate in hand. As Two-Face deciding to jump down now from heaven, trying to get on the side to help.
Good blind.
Spike down.
Paranoia
A.
coming out and Robo just taking advantage of that. As Ginger stuck inside tree, Polyod on the side, managing to find one though there on Morgs.
Blinded.
Sky Flash, trying to get a couple of picks there. Cynics decides to push back. They know that one's still inside tree. Trying to focus their attention towards there. As the rotating doors open, Polyod breaking open the barricade, trying to
30
get control of
seconds
B. But Two-Face has the bomb.
One enemy
Oh.
remaining.
Wanted to say if Ginger can
Down
get
A.
past Rubble, he can rotate to A or B, sorry. However, Cynics was there waiting. Now it's all up to Polyoda.
It's going to be super hard for Polyod, yeah. Socksup
Might-
doing a really good job.
Might catch
seconds left.
Robobo off guard here, however.
Checking all these
One
corners.
enemy remaining.
Spots the Vandal, he gets a kill. Couple of seconds ticking on the clock. He has to find one more. Cynic's doing a good job just hiding behind Rubble and taking that easy win of that round because they just split up. If only Polyoda had the bomb there, it might have been a different story.
No, when I saw Polyoda rotating to B, I immediately knew, okay, cool, no, they pulling out. Ginger is going to bring Spike. And as soon as he got to Rubble, I just see Cynics holding the angle. I immediately knew this is going to be a 50-50. Is he going to make it or is he not? And unfortunately, Ginger did not make it past, giving the round to Freddii'S. Sorry, not Freddii'S. Socksup.
Freddii'S need to try to stay composed in a situation like this with rounds 10-11. They were leading in the front, they're behind now. They can't let that get to them. Polyoda sends his flash being out. Morgs sitting a satchel, trying to push them, any of them away. As the tremor comes out now towards Socksup. C defenders. But Cynic's doing a good job there, getting an early frag.
Down, C.
Travis finding one. 3v3 situation. Aftershock coming out of the side there towards Waterfall. Morgs trying to go for a couple of sprays there through the Omen smoke, but getting tagged up in the process. They're all stuck in Waterfall. Socksup maybe should have split a little bit more here, trying to take the retake. As the breach utility pushes him all away, Ginger finding his third kill, trying to find more. Two-Face now trying to peek Waterfall again. This is going to be super tough as Omen decides to TP towards A with the bomb, throwing them off guard.
Bray just absolutely ran out of there with Spike.
Last player standing.
Bray doing a good
pitch.
job there killing Morgs because that might have been really bad because Ginger was still trying to rotate, but Ginger on that rotate finds his fourth kill of the round.
Yes, no, very good from Ginger, rotating as fast as he possibly can. Knife out running because Bray really needed his help on site there, because it's a really good strategy for Omen to ult onto different sites with Spike, as we see Freddii'S just do. However, Socksup does know that he obviously rotated to A as they immediately started running. Another strategy that would be very smart as well is to fake the ultimate, to ult to A, hear the sound notification, and then cancel it, because that allows Freddii'S to hold site.
Rounds begun. Freddii'S managing to find A. It's a very interesting play here. Socksup defending quite odd here, deciding to stack C and B most of the time and leaving A sites or leaving C sites. As Freddii'S now inside tree, but Socksup finding their way onto the sites, holding it down now. Looks like it's going to be a 5-on-5 action on the side as we see kills start to fall. BO5 taking out Morgs. Polyotta now getting blinded by their paranoia as Two-Face manages to find his second kill there. Trying to pick up the gun, but the Vandal he's down for. As Bray finding a kill there on Travis. 2v1. All that's left is Cynics with the Sheriff in hand in a 1v2 situation as the Omen smoke goes down now, blocking. He has to peek out of the angle, but finds one. 1v1. This might be winnable for Cynics. All he has to do is get a headshot. He's picking up the Judge now. This might be bad for Polyotta. As Polyotta goes around the corner, a couple of sprays there. It's just not enough. Polyotta takes out Cynics, but Cynics almost had that.
Very close round there by both teams. I think Cynics thought that Polyotta would swing him a bit closer as he heard him having I think it was a classic or stinger, a sheriff, yes, with the sheriff. I think Cynics was hoping that Polyotta would swing him a bit closer. That's why I picked up the Judge. But unfortunately, Polyotta was quite far away, and he managed to get that pick. 12-11 in favor of Freddii'S.
Freddii'S, like we said before, as they staying composed. Finally, they got the lead up against Socksup. They're showing them that they are competitors still in this ACGL tournament, that they can be the ones to take it. But they just need to stay consistent.
3 ultimates online on Socksup side, with 2 online on Freddii'S side.
As we see, deciding to push while he's in his ultimate.
Right there.
RPG doesn't find the kill there, but Two-Face decides to swing, help his teammate Gecko in the process, and manages to find the kill there on Ego. BO5 ultimate in hand, trying to lock them down if they push towards him.
Ego barely missed Robobo with that ultimate.
Really
Very
good play.
close.
He heard him send it out and decided let's just hit a double satchel. Maybe catch him off guard.
There's a lot of sprays going on in B side, but we see them rotating out quite fast.
Oh, and all of a sudden the Morgs ultimate comes out, taking out BO5 and Ginger, just following that up on Two-Face. A 2v4 situation. Freddii'S not in a particularly good position right now. Ginger's getting pushed from all angles. Cynics managing to find that kill as Bray's all alone. He might be able to get the spike down, but it might not just be enough. As the clock ticks down, Bray's going to have to pull off a miracle here.
Ginger did really well to pull their attention to A there. All 4 players from Socksup were there on A, allowing Bree to rotate to C.
Cover going out.
In Bree, we believe. Unfortunately, Cynics takes Bree out.
Looks like we're going to be going to OT.
Z, this is crazy. My heart can't handle this. 12-12. Freddii'S and Socksup. Such a close game on Lotus.
Switching sides.
Socksup definitely chasing down Bree. Bree all left alone. Fallen teammates from everywhere on the map, all different parts of the site. Trying to survive that round, but it just wasn't enough as OT, first round. See how it
Very
goes.
strange strategy by Socksup that we see coming out. They stacking 2 sites or even 1 site and kind of playing retake on the others. I don't know how well it's been working for them. I mean, it's 12-12, so certainly to some extent. But at least now we see Socksup on attack going to C sites, but we have a 2-1-2 split up from Freddii'S side.
Yeah, I'm happy to see the 2-1-2 because they've definitely been losing the C side when they just leave it all alone for Freddii'S to be able to take that.
Yes. No, 100%. And we see that Freddii'S preparing.
That's a big mistake. The wingman comes out, but he doesn't manage to kill the wingman. That's really bad because the bomb's going to get planted now by a wingman. As Bray trying to find a couple of kills there, manages to kill Two-Face, but getting traded out by Robo. Picking up Dizzy. Dizzy did manage to get down, so the bomb isn't planted.
Yes.
Skyflash follows up behind Freddii'S in a good position here. 3 versus 2.
Spike planted.
Socksup need to do something now.
Looks like they're going to be playing on C Mound to try and hold the spike for as long as possible, trying to waste as much time.
Nice flash there on the side of Freddii'S, deciding to push the side as Polly Otter goes for a couple of sprays. Cynic finding there on Reepsy and Travis taking out Polly Otter.
Unfortunate. Polly Otter knew that
Switching
Socksup was standing there on C Mound just trying to hold spike. That's why he flashed out, unfortunately catching Reepsy in the process.
A gift.
Now we have Socksup on defense and Freddii'S on attack. Yo, we're going to have to keep our heads here now because it keeps switching every round.
Let's get it.
Yeah, I think we messed up a little bit there on the last round, but let's keep it composed. Move on to the next round as Robo sends a mosh pit towards the rubble now, trying to push anyone. Maybe going there nice and early. As Freddii'S deciding to take the A side, pushing up nice and slowly, making sure they clear all the angles there, making sure no one hides like they have been doing towards rubble. As Socksup decides to grab the team, rotate towards A, play it from a position of the heaven point. They're opening up the door though. It's possible that they could decide to go B if things go wrong. As Robo getting caught inside the Nano Swarm. Reepsy, a nice kill there by him, but getting traded out by Morgs there. 4 versus 4 situation as the Omen smokes come out to try gain control of the side. Two-Face doing a good job holding Ree from being able to push out there from tree satchels. Just to try push out Freddii'S.
There were 3 of Freddii'S players in tree. However, Reepsy decided, no, I'm going to rotate out to rubble. I'm not going to dive with spike in tree.
Polly Otter's in a good position now as Travis tries to sneak up. Morgs finding 3 kills there though.
Very good picks by Morgs. That's what they needed. Good at this.
Polly
Good
Otter
shot by
finally
Polly
taking
Otter.
out Travis.
30 seconds
Good
left.
patience there. He heard him. He heard that he was there. But Reepsy and Travis are split up.
Standing.
Reepsy and
Strike down A.
Morgs finding 4 kills to his name, trying to go for the ace there. Pulling out the ultimate. Maybe a little bit too early. He doesn't know where he is. But decides to just shoot it towards the B side because he knows Polly was there last. Polly now trying to flank around, but time's just not on his
Z.
side.
10 seconds.
Oh,
10
we
seconds left.
ace by Morgs.
Ace to
win
finish
the
off the
round.
round.
Smells like victory.
Wow. Morgs, you beautiful man. Very well done. Holy, an ace for the final overtime round to win Socksup that second map. It's 2-1 the score now in favor of Socksup. We have another map coming up because it's best of 5. And if Socksup takes it, that is it. That is Socksup's game. Very good plays here by Travis Z. Talk to me about the scoreboard. What are we seeing?
Man, can I just say before that, dude, I was holding my hands on my head. I was getting so nervous. Polly Otter was holding that B position, and I was constantly looking at the...
Undefeated is my fractured heart. Nothing left to lose. See me coming through. I'm fighting demons on my way, and I know the other side. Oh, I keep on making waves. I dream of making waves.
Securing the ace. Very, very well played by Socksup. Close game, 12-14. We went into overtime. Unfortunately, Socksup just had the upper hand in this game.
It's just the experience, maybe the longevity. Look
Longevity.
at me trying to say big words. Just the experience of the Socksup playing together for such a long period of time. Just caught up to Freddii'S as Freddii'S was doing really good in the early rounds. I really thought this was going to be their map. They obviously chose Lotus. They were doing extremely well. Dropped it, and it was a bit of a left, right. But once OT started, we just saw the experience take control, and Socksup managing to get the W.
100%. But I mean, I give all credit to Freddii'S as well for really playing their game and playing it well. 12-14 is no minor feat. It's not a 14-0. You know, it's 12-14. It was a very close game. It was one round here, one round there from both sides. I mean, if we go look at some of the history of Socksup, I mean, they won Red Bull Campus Clutch in 2022. They went to Brazil. They won it again this year at Comic-Con. Now they're going to Turkey. So this team is really, really good, and they have an established presence in the Valorant community in South Africa. And I mean, they're representing us. So really kudos to Freddii'S taking them on and holding their ground as much as they can.
Hey, but it's not over yet, Bozo.
No, for sure not. We still have another map coming in, and if Freddii'S takes it, we're going to map 4. If they take it again, we're going to map 5. Z, I'm excited, man. I want to see what happens.
I'm going to be honest. If there's a map for Freddii'S to win it, I want them to win it now. I don't want this to end. This rivalry that's happening right now, back and forth, Freddii'S getting so close every single time. I want to see it go to round 4. I want to see it go to round 5 out of the best of 5. So,
I know,
yeah,
100% agree.
I'm rooting for Freddii'S this game. This map.
Oh, wow. Okay, no, for sure. No, I'm very excited. Map 3 is going to be
Split.
Wow. Split is a interesting one. Do you know how important mid control is on Split? It is probably, in my opinion, the most integral part of that whole map. Because if you have mid control as either a defender or an attacker, you can decide to go wherever you want. You can push A side, you can push B side, you can fall back and go through sewers, go through back around through B main. There's so much you can do, so many mind games you can play on Split if you have mid control. I'm excited to see how both teams attack and defend this. It's definitely going to be some util being expended in the mid area. As well as some util from hopefully some sentinels covering those very nice choke points on both B sites and A sites.
We know how good a Cypher is on B, being able to set up those one-ways, getting anyone there off guard who tries to walk inside B. And then once again, Sage is also a really good pick because we see most people play as Sage on this map just for the reason of trying to be able to block off that mid nice and early in the round. Like you're talking about, it's super important
100%.
to be able to try to take that mid if you are an attacker. But it's going to be interesting. I wonder who we're going to see get played here on the side of Ego and Morgs, both duelists. I wonder if there's going to be possibly both of them playing Jet on this map.
Yeah, Jet has been seen to be the favorite pick for these teams on the larger maps. I don't know about splits. It's a bit more close quarters. Jets can be good, but in my opinion, Arrays is also really, really strong on splits, as you have those double satchels to really get into the areas where the enemy is not going to expect you so soon. I mean, me, for example, if you're playing defense with Rays, you just satchel on up to mid, and you hold that with the judge. There's not much the enemy can do unless they want to clear you with some util. So you can really catch them off guard with a raised nade, also pushing some really hard pushes. But I think a Jet is also a really good pick for Split. So we'll have to see.
But you never know. We might see a complete switch up. We might see one of the teams maybe pull out a Neon, because we know how good Neon is, being able to send those walls, run straight down. Might be really good taking the B, because then you don't have to worrying about the close angle the moment you exit outside B, because it will be walled off.
100%. I'm wondering on the side of Sentinels, we've seen a lot of Sages and a lot of Cyphers and Killjoys being played. Do you think we're ever going to see a deadlock?
I don't think so. I think the problem with deadlock is, this is my problem. I don't think, because she's fairly new, I don't think enough teams have been able to play her and learn the best outcome for her. Because every single time I play a normal competitive match and there's a deadlock on any of the maps, you see deadlocks doing different things all the time. There isn't like a set strategy yet that we see teams implement in being able to take and secure sites, because being able to lock down a certain point is good, although just a couple of bullets on one of the side panels, and that's a free entry in. It doesn't really stop them as well as, for example, Sage Wall does. And at the same time, the ultimate, you have to make sure that you get them inside the blast radius. I've seen a lot of people, obviously this is high skill, but I'm talking about for the viewers watching, a lot of people that play deadlock, what they'll do is they'll try aim the ultimate directly at the player. And the thing you want to do is try aim it towards the ground rather.
The floor, yes.
It does a big explosion bubble. And that's
end,
the bubble
true.
that grabs them in. And you just don't see people really doing that much.
Yes, no, of course. I mean, Deadlock is very new, like you said, so there's not a set strategy in place yet. I mean, she is a Sentinel, so there are certain very common things that Sentinels do to try and stop pushes. I mean, her sound sensors are really nice to catch them off guard. I mean, I fall prone and fall prey to these sound sensors way too often. And as soon as that thing hits, there's just a deadlock in front of me. It's not much you can do. But I feel like her E ability, the wall thing that she throws out. Did you know that if you shoot it as soon as she throws it on the floor, it's kind of like a sage wall? It has
Really?
to fortify before it's hard. Yeah. So if it drops and you shoot it immediately, the big bubble in the middle, it breaks super easy. But if you wait too long, it won't help. It won't work. But okay, enough on that. Let's look at the player lineups here. Okay, so Freddii'S on attack and Socksup on defense. We already see that Ego locked in a Raze. Like I said, I feel like Raze is a very good pick on this map. You can really satchel nice, very close quarters for judges and shotguns. And the Raze nade is just so good at stalling those pushes. Morgs or Travis playing Raze.
Bozo,
Yes.
listen. Since you're the analytic guy,
Mm.
your boy Caster Z needs to go to a little Valorant bathroom for a second. So you
Go for
run
it.
them through here real quick, and I'll be
I
back in a
got
second.
you, bro. No, you take your time. Go. Okay, so you guys are left with me. So yes, as I was saying, we can see here that there are some nice duelists coming in as I predicted. The Raze from Ego, and we see an Astra coming in. Astra,
Choose
Ginger
your
playing
agent.
Sky. We have a Sage for probably mid-walling. No one from Socksup locked in yet. We see a Breach, last switch. Oh no, back to Sky. Okay, so we have a double duelist setup from Socksup side. Also a Sage, Sky, and Omen. I feel like this is a good setup from both teams. Astra is a strong controller in my opinion. If you play her well with high skill level as it comes in and all that, I mean her utility and her stars that she places down is just so cheap. I mean I think it's 250 or 150 per star. You can really buy that off rip even if you wanted to just really get enough utility for your team. So, as I said, we have Socksup on defense first round or first 12 rounds, and Freddii'S on attack.
Yep.
We see that it is a possible A hit. But yes, you back, Z?
I'm back. I felt like Harbor there,
Oh,
but I'm back.
beautiful. Well done. Yeah, no, it's a really interesting setup if you check it out here. We have a double duelist setup from Socksup side. We have a Jet and a Raze.
Raze. Look, a little bit of both. We talked about the
little bit
Jet,
of both.
you talked about the Raze, and look.
And look, yeah, it's where they're watching the stream with us.
Looks like they pull out an Astra on a side of Freddii'S. That's going to be interesting.
I think it might work out in their favor.
As we have a look here, we know starting rounds can either go slow or extremely fast as they just feel each other out, see how they play on the map as the Astra smoke. Doing a good job blocking off Freddii'S. They're waiting for that to clear. Astra smoke, Omen smoke, my bad.
See some Utah being expended there in mid. Two players from Socksup pushing. No, sorry, from Freddii'S pushing up. Socksup defending.
As we were talking about earlier, that Sage Wall on mid is super helpful.
Super strong. It really stops that push dead in mid.
As a jump coming out now. Trying to get anyone from that as
Travis.
out his dog.
Travis is through. He's already pushed through A screens. He's in heaven.
Whole bunch of shots getting traded out here. Ego managing to find one, Two-Face. Finding one just before he dies as Travis finds one more on Polyotta. It's a 4 versus 3 situation.
30 seconds
Make that a
left.
3 versus 3.
Yeah,
Ego
3v3.
gets killed there on Travis. Very aggressive. Everything's happening all at once as 2 players left to the side of the defenders, and that's going to be a free plant there for Freddii'S. As Omen's trying to sneak up from behind. Robo sitting inside heaven. It's going to be super hard as the Killjoy turret on top of the site, giving away Robo's position. As Cynic's still playing towards a main, as screens is walled off. So they know where he has to come from as Ego takes advantage of that, killing out Cynics. Robo in a 1 versus 2 situation as Reapsy tries to go for the couple of bursts there with the Prime Classic in hand.
Spotted Robobo. They know he's on site. Ego.
Last player standing.
Oh, good shots.
Robo finding one, but clock is ticking. It just might not be enough as Reapsy sneaks up behind and taking out Robo.
Very good first round there by both teams. If there was a little bit more time there on the clock, then Socksup would have been able to defuse that spike there on A site. Unfortunately, Freddii'S just playing that well enough.
As we see, they're setting up for a bit of a B push here, Freddii'S.
Yes. No, very interesting, very interesting. I'm excited to see how they approach this, because we see a lot of them going mid, and as I said, mid is very important on this map specifically.
Socksup deciding not to put the Sage Wall towards mid, giving it free to Freddii'S to just take advantage of it as Ego trying to go up the repulse and push the Omen. Omen hiding underneath Heaven, trying to get any angle they possibly can, but the satchel's ready. Double satchel out, but giving his position away as a whole bunch of shots are fired. Polyotta finding Cynics. Flashbang coming out the side as Ego gets nice and deep on the side, hitting Morgs.
Last player standing.
But Brave managing to find 2, finding 3 with the Bulldog there. 2 headshots.
Bray for the win. Absolutely destroying Socksup there from Bray's side. 4 for 1. Third round already. Very well played there by Freddii'S. They went mid and they were uncontested. And like I said, mid is very important. And when you get to mid and you see that it's uncontested, you just run up. They took Heaven, they took it hard, and then they just destroyed B side from Heaven.
You see Robo was trying to play a bit of a save there, deciding not to buy the wall, but it's super important every round from start to finish, buying that wall, making sure that they can't take that mid. Or if they do, you at least know that they're there. As the wall, once again, doesn't go up mid, trying to play it deeper towards the Heaven side, but that might just give them a active route to repel if they do decide to push there. But a bit of a split push here. Default play.
But bit of a force buy as well from Socksup. We see them all with Vandals and Phantoms, with Eco very, very low, 0, 50, 50. However, Freddii'S seems to be going on a half buy.
Sending that Sage low orb towards A main as a nade follows up behind, deciding to take control of ramp, pushing towards Heaven. Robo needs to try to do anything he can here, but Two-Face helping him out from the sidelines, taking a kill there through the wall on Ego. As Bray's in repels and Two-Face doesn't know, but he manages to peek the corner, but Bray managing to take the kill, decides to dip back as Robo decides to peek just after the fallen teammate. Look at those effects of that new smoke disappearing. I love that.
I love it as well. I actually wanted to talk about that earlier, but we'll leave it for in between rounds. Good wall.
One enemy remaining.
But Morgs and Robo just work together, one from the top, one from the sidelines, and Morgs finding his 3rd kill of the round, taking out Ginger. It's the first round we see Socksup hitting that scoreboard. Freddii'S, you know, they do a really good job early on. Every single match we've had, they start off with a good lead. They've managed to maintain it for a little bit, and then Socksup, just the experience comes in, and they retake the rounds.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I think it might be the gun disparity or even some aggression that it becomes a bit too confident from Freddii'S side. We'll have to wait and see a bit more if Freddii'S can actually bring this back. They are still up by 1 round. Let's see if they can take it back. Immediate
Robo
save
with a really important stage wall, but it's just getting taken out straight away because it just can't have time to harden. As it looks like it's going to be an aggressive round, but the scout gets destroyed. Maybe that's a good reset for them. But they decide not to as a flashbang follows Ego with a nade trying to get aggressive, but Robo doing a really good job holding that angle. Being able to heal himself as Polyotta follows that up with 2 kills to his name. Deciding to maybe push up ramp, trying to find the 3rd as Two-Face. He's getting a good angle, but Polyotta making that 3 kills to his name, trying to peek Morgs with a beautiful shot there on Bray. 2 versus 3 situation. Socksup not in the great spot here as Polyotta finds his 4th. He's peeking up Heaven. He might find an ace here. Deciding to peek Morgs. Pushes back in time. Morgs hears him rotating away.
We see
Polyotta does the planting.
Reeps and Ginger are long gone. They're already on B, planting already. Oh, Ginger. What a beautiful angle. Ginger rotated through sewers all the way through mid just to get to there and hold that angle on Morgs. Very well played there by Freddii'S, securing yet another round in their favor. This is a defender-heavy map, Z. Do you agree?
Yep. No, I agree 100%. I'd much rather be on the defensive side though than attack.
I 100% agree with you. And now that we've established that this is a defensive heavy map, it's just so integral and so important to really rack up as many rounds as you can on your defense round. So Socksup must really, sorry for the pun, but pull their socks up on this defending round to to grab some more rounds, you know, because attack is much harder than defense on this map.
As we see Robo deciding to buy the Judge now, but none of them push mid as the rest of them rotate towards B main. Two-Face getting alerted there. They know they're rotating. As he decides to run away, as Killjoy tries to hunt him down, but it's just not enough as Ego decides to double satchel on the site, finding one, but Trevor's claiming that kill for himself. Ginger finding one.
Finding Morgs with his ult. Really good pick there.
The Astra wall coming up, blocking sound and
Player
sight.
standing.
As Ginger manages to sneak up, getting Travis through the box. Two-Face. And a 1 versus 4 situation. This isn't good for him as he tries to get a couple of shots there with the Sheriff, but Polyotta through the wall gets a headshot. 4 rounds to Freddii'S.
I really enjoy seeing Freddii'S play the way that they do now. It's like they've awakened something inside of them on this map. They're just really so confident and swinging it swinging the angles on Socksup way better. Just there at the end, for example, where Two-Face was peeking, we just see Polyotta just kind of peeking him from one corner, pulling his crosshair to there, and then just getting head tapped from another angle. Really well played here by Freddii'S. Looks like they're going mid once again.
Let's just hope they can maintain that lead as we've seen them fumble it in the last 2 games. Robo deciding to change up the wall now, doing it towards inside of heaven. Like we said, that's good, but it just gives them an opportunity now to hit repels instead. As the flash comes over the top, and like we said, Ego peeking inside repels, seeing if anyone's there.
He knows he's on top.
Definitely does now as decides to shoot the nano swarm. Bray throwing one more, making sure no one hides on the side, and Robo is there on the side. Just a couple little damage dinks there on the nano swarm.
Everything slows down a little bit, but we have the Raze ult coming out now from
Razalt sends it and he hits Robo. That's huge. It's a good spot to the round. Taking out that stage. Can't heal any of his teammates as Two-Face trades it up, making it a 4v4, taking out Polyotta. That's a big entry frag there for Socksup, getting rid of the top fragger of the serve at the moment, Bray. Taking control of sides, couple of spray there, taking out Morgs. Good job finding a second one. Bray's on fire. Also flicking to that Skywolf. I'm going to say that's a third.
Wow.
Socksup really not in a good position here as they smoked off towards the heaven side.
2v4. Cynics and Two-Face.
Morg's very tempted to go up that repel. He's just going up and down, decides to go, but gets punished as Two-Face is in a good position to be able to retake.
Cynics is on A side.
Cynics is getting ready to kill them when they spawn for the next round.
100%. No, I think it's a full save here for Cynics as his economy is really low. 750 credits left, 1 for 4. So he is just saving that Vandal, making sure he can bring it into the next round.
Two-Face doing the same there, saving in mid.
Socksup's economy is very low after losing 5 rounds now to 1. So they will have to save and play really smart from now on. Probably going to be a half buy from Socksup's side. 2 Vandals, 3 Vandals, and 2 Classics so far. We see another possible B push. I think it's going to be mid, Z. Mid or B.
I think it's going to be a B main. I think they're going to switch it up. They're not going to take mid, but as I say that, I see them easing towards mid. I wonder how it's going to happen. Ginger holding that close angle if anyone peeks. And there we go. Round started, starting to push B main. We might see a Ray Satchel jump onto the site. Contest, there we go. Ego jumping with the Judge in hand, trying to get nice and close with Omen, taking out Cynics. Good job there by Ego. Robo with a nice frag though. Walls up now on the side of Freddii'S, making that safe for them to be able to cross and take control of that side. Reepsy trying to go for the revive, but he's not in a good position. As the revive does manage to get up as Polyotta and Ginger trade off, and Robo trying to stay alive here on the side, also setting up a res. Very action-packed round, but Ginger just in a really good spot to shut down the Sage. That was a fast E.
There's so much has happened there. You know, there were 3 ultimates that were expended in that round. It was both Sage Rezes as well as a Raze ultimate. Really, really well played
Action
from
packed.
both teams. It's crazy how much action we are seeing on this split map.
But like you said in the beginning when they were picking, you said those raised satchels being able to jump on B nice and early, and that's just what gave
Yes.
them the round there, being able to take that, being able to get that omen nice and early and following up with the
Yeah.
raise from Sage that managed to come off. I don't know how. As Raze decides to jump again nice and early onto the site.
Blocking sight.
Spots
More.
Bree.
There's a couple of fights here towards mid. Polyard is still deep. But Ego is deep on the side, but Two-Face managing to find that kill, sending out a flash on the side. Trying to get any recon. Ginger might be spotted here on the side. He does indeed, getting stunned by the Skywalk. Travis, good kill there on Reapsy, pushing up towards ramp.
Ginger getting bullied by Travis with his utility.
Polyard trying to survive as much as he can, getting one kill there towards A main, decides to push back as Jet trying to ego peek him now, trying to get rid of him, and Robo fighting Killjoy towards the mid side. This isn't good for Freddii'S. This is the first round that might not go in their favor after the consistent good attacks from that side.
You still have Bree's ultimate,
Spike down
but I
A.
don't know if it should be extended on a 1v4.
Definitely not.
Nah. I think Bree might just save this round.
Try to get as
30
many kills as he
seconds
can
left.
and just bring the Vandal into the next round.
I agree. Take as many with you as you can. We see Bree pushing up ropes here, but we have Travis and Morgs ready to receive him. And absolutely
receive they did.
shut down.
It's like a parcel from Take a Lot. Delivery coming straight to your door.
Same day delivery, very quickly. So first round in favor of Socksup. Glad to see they are here and they joined the game. We will hopefully be seeing more of that. We have Sage playing mid once again with a wall. I'm wondering if Robobo is going to place that wall any differently, or if he's just going to allow them to walk up mid and then go A, or possibly even break wall. Let's see.
Looks like they're trying to go for an entry frag before the wall comes up. Slow orb now. Ready, but the Raze nade pushing Morgs further back as Robo gets flash and now decides to send up the wall. Getting ready, getting ready. Ego trying to break through, trying to get inside, trying to hunt Sage down, but Sage nice and high on the angle. Couple of sprays there, almost whiffing it, but finding Ego.
He found him, at least.
Robo trying to recover as Astra's pulling him in.
Mid. One enemy remaining.
Massive fight happening here in mid.
Polyard last one alive on the side of Freddii'S as the Razor Nade pops right behind him and Morgs just swinging that. Nothing that Poly could have done in that situation.
Socks up once again with another round. Very well played. You see, they committed now to a bit more of a heavy mid defense, and the round went in their favor. I honestly believe that mid is such a strong space within this map. Having at least two players mid is essential in my opinion.
Definitely. You know what Socks Up is like to me? Have you ever watched those movies where they versing a robot villain? And the robot villain, he gets hit a whole bunch of time, but then he just analyzes what you do, and then he's able to copy all your moves.
Oh yeah,
And be able to copy. That's exactly what Socks Up is doing.
Yes.
As Ego tries to jump on the sides, and Two-Face knows that he does that, getting ready behind the barrier and managing to get that kill as the Seekers come out. Astral War. Morgs, that was a close one. Dipping his toes in a bad territory as he dashes out from behind.
Very good Astral Divide here. Goes down.
Blocking sight.
Morgs knows they're still here.
Shorty in hand.
Oh,
We're getting pushed out by that
unfortunately
nanostorm,
missed.
dropping back to his teammate Raze. Two-Face
Slower
knows
push.
he's there, but they just can't see anyone towards the main side. Two-Face.
Bit of a slower push from Freddii'S now. Trying to get that pick on Socks Up.
Morg's doing a really good job holding ramp here, making Freddii'S a little bit scared to push through.
Travis and Morgs just holding the double angle on whoever pushes ramp. And Spike is also on top of ramp. So if they can get
30
Robobo
seconds
out.
Two-Face and Bree face to face. Just not managing to find one. As Two-Face gets shut down, Morg finding 2 kills to his name on that round. Reapsy all alone in a 1 versus 3. He does have the spike. Make that a 1 versus 2. This could very well be possible, but time's just ticking down. Not much he can do as Morgs finds his 3rd kill of the round, taking out Reapsy. Morgs plays extremely well in those high tense situations. Peeking the Astra, seeing them all there, dashing back, and then just rotating around them. Really good.
No, very, very well played there by Socksup. We really see them trying to make it more their game now. You know, 3 rounds to their name, so 4-6, they're catching up. So I'm hoping to see more of that. The thing that bothers me is it's good to play slow sometimes, filling out the sites and trying to get that initial pick. However, if you wait too long, you're low on time, and that is then against you. You see Cynics
Holding a close
really
angle
meeting all of them there on B main. Falling back a bit now.
Good smoke.
Very good smoke. Just pushing that, just keeping that initial push a bit slower. We're going to see another double satchel here from Ego. We are.
As he gets ready to load it up. Killjoy coming out to try assist and push anyone on the side, but Cynics decides to peek. Nice and early. Trying to find all of them. Finding 2 though. As Morgs managing to trade out Cynics there with knives in hand.
Rotate's coming in. It's now or never.
Whole bunch of Seekers coming out. As Morgs finds the 3rd.
Killing both on site. Just absolutely cleaning up with his ultimate. Very well played there by Morg. Socksup making once again another round in their turn. 5-6.
I mean, very close. I don't want to see Freddii'S throw it though. Like we said, Freddii'S really good in the beginning, and then just all of a sudden, midpoint, they're just dropping in these rounds.
I also see strategy not go out the window, but just become a bit more simplistic, if I can call it that. We saw a lot of splits and a lot of different things happening from Freddii'S side on the beginning, and now it's a bit more of a full commitment to one site. And if you have a raise nade or something there to kind of break up that group, as we see now. Oh, very good pick from Sway's Ego there. It's really hard now for Freddii'S to get those rounds if they are fully committing to one side. Oh,
Raisinade just comes out of nowhere, pushing them away. Bray finally got revived and just getting taken out again.
Once again. Terrible way to go out. Being revived and just dying once more.
It's all that excitement, that adrenaline. You die, you sad, you get revived, you're happy, and you die again.
So many emotions happening. Oh, we see Cynics. Oh, no. Was just teleporting for some information. Cancelled it to go back to B. See.
Bit of a mixed push here.
Yeah, Freddii'S wanting to go A, but now... wanting to go B, sorry, but now we're rotating back to A. Just cutting sound for a bit. Trying to get
action
that...
might happen, yeah, and action did happen indeed as Travis finds his 3rd kill of the round, taking out Poly Otter.
Oh, Ego taking out Travis with his ulti. While Two-Face takes out Ego with the operator. 2v2 now.
This is super close, but time's not on the side. As the Wolf comes out, slowing them down. Finally, they got the spike down. 2 versus 2 situation. We're going to see here what Reapsy can do. He decides to wall off Heaven. That's a good play. But it looks like Two-Face is deciding to push screens along with his teammates as Cynics finds 1. Reapsy is all alone, but now he pushes Heaven, but he walled it earlier.
Oh no.
He needs to try to pick left hand side, but he's not going to be able to fit through there. I think the angle's too tight.
Oh, no. It works.
But now they know where he's going to come from. Two-Face just cleans it up. He needed to get that kill there on Cynics and duck back. Make it a 1v1, and Cynics has to be forced onto the bomb. It was a good play, it just didn't work out.
It's a very good idea, very good, very smart play from Robobo there, trying to just swing a little bit and jiggle Peekits to try and get them off of Spike as long as he possibly can. Unfortunately, not long enough, falling to Ginger. We see another mid push now, but now from Sue's side. Interesting. I'm thinking a possible B hit if they want to break Reapsy's wall here. Otherwise, they might just commit to A. Let's see what they decide to do here.
This is so tough for Reapsy because Reapsy knows what he has to do. He has to try wall mid, but every single time, Freddii's are just so fast in being able to take it and shut it down, and break it.
Instantly breaks 2 segments of that wall, leaving it wide open.
Time to hunt.
Looks like they're all going to decide to push mid. As our defenders have classic pistols in hand, not much they can do as he tries to go for a jump shot up on the top.
Very good wall there by Robobo, blocking off vents.
Polyotta, good Astra smoke up there. As he finds one, but getting taken out by Morgs. Bombs get it planted. Freddii's need to do something now, and Freddii's do something indeed as Bray finds 2 kills. Bray in a very awkward fight, missing the burst, and Socksup managing to take the first attackers round of the split.
Very well played. 7-6 now. I told you this is a defender-heavy map, so for them to be able to win some rounds on attack is really good, especially now that it's 7-6, 1 round up. Just gives you a little bit more confidence to secure even more rounds. Let's see if Freddii's can actually stall them this time. I think it is a smart idea to maybe have a support play with Polyotta on whatever side he plays, just to have that extra layer of help when he needs it. As a Astra smoker, there is not much one can do with utility by yourself. See another mid push here by Socksup.
It was a bit of a 1v1 showdown there as Polyotta was waiting for Cynics to peek, and he peeked indeed and managed to kill him with the Spectre. As Travis trying to go up close and personal with the Judge, but Ginger has a better Judge. The classic pistol burst manages to get the kill as he's jumping around trying to find one more. Socksup now.
Socksup.
Yeah.
4v4 still. Possible retake from Freddii's.
It's going to be tough though. Freddii's still in a save round.
Satchel out.
Cynics just takes advantage of the fact that they have pistols, making 3 kills to his name. Morgs follows up with the Bulldog. Ginger, not much he can do as Morgs finds one more in mid there.
Morgs. Wow. Morgs is really pulling his weight this game, eh? 18 for 9. Really doing well on getting those picks for his team and opening some space and sight for them to push onto. We see another mid push now coming in.
He has 0 assists. So that means every single person he's tagged, he's managed to get the kill on. He's finished them up.
Yes, no, 100%. Morgs knows how to finish those kills. Does not allow them to get away. We see another mid push coming through. Is Reapsy going to instantly wall this now? No, he's going to wait. No, he walled it.
Once again, a whole bunch of action happens towards mid. Polyotta doing a good job now, deciding to put that Astra smoke there. Gives room for Sway's ego to do a bit of a peekaboo strategy here as the smoke goes down. So does Astra. Mid's open now for the taking.
Morg slowly pushing up on A side.
Satchel out.
A whole bunch of actions happening here as Travis tries to double satchel, just misses the exit there. As one's nice up and close to him, he knows that finding that kill there on Ginger, that's super important. Polyotta making it 2 kills to his name this round, taking out Robo.
Very well played there by Morgs as well, finding ego on ramp there by A, unsuspecting of his presence.
Last player standing.
Travis is so stuck as getting shot from side and getting shot from up above. As the bomb's down, Morgs finding himself in a 1v3 situation, 36 seconds remaining on the clock. Decides to try spray that Sage wall down and try push down
30
towards that.
seconds left.
Breed running towards side, still as he sets up ready. Running to plant the spike now. Trying to get it down as soon as he can to get those
Spike
picks.
planted.
It's going to be tough as he has jumping around from heaven side from screens as Reapsy just gets a nice beautiful flick shot there, taking up Morgs. Finally, we see Freddii's get back on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and it was actually in favor of Socksup there from the start to like mid game now. Just before just before they tried to initiate on B side itself, where they got cut down by Freddii'S, just getting some really good picks there and turning the tide in their favor.
8-7.
Very well played here. Yeah, 8-7.
Close.
Are we
I
going
really
to
wanna
finally
Freddii'S
see?
take this.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to go to a map 3.
Map 4.
Map 4. Yo, we're already on 3. Are we finally going to be seeing a full A push?
It looks like we will indeed as the round starts nice and early. Guy Wolf trying to get any information as Morgs gets really deep into sight with that dash. Bray's all alone, getting paranoid as Morgs knows that he's flashed. Getting that kill there nice and easily on Bray, and Sway's ego inside the Astro Smoke trying to go up behind them, finding that Omen and that peekaboo angle. Nade. A little bit bad there, hitting the side of the wall, going not to the angle that he wanted it to go to.
It's quite unfortunate when you're standing in smokes. It's not hard, not easy to always see where your nade is going to hit.
There.
Freddy's going to get ready for the retake. It looks like Raze is setting up. He wants to jump. Might have a little bit of a dash onto the side there. He does have the judge in hand. Deciding to satchel now. There he goes. He goes flying around the corner. Managing to land and finding Travis around the corner. This is a good round here from Freddii'S. Robo in a 1v1 and Reapy finding 2, just taking it out. That satchel, that jumping. It's so hard when you're sitting down and the Raze is above you trying to shoot him in the air and he just lands on you. There's nothing you can do.
Very unfortunate. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that Travis did a 180 or even a 360 in the air there when he satcheled, because he went from heaven towards sight and then he just turned around and said, no, I think Ego is still in this corner, and just finds him with the judge. So very well played there by Travis, being able to control his movement in the air to be able to do like a 180 or 360. See Killjoy setting up on A once more, but Spike is again on sewers going mid. Reapsy waiting for them. Fourth wall.
Reapsy sending that wall nice and early.
Immediately
just gets
broken.
sprayed down by Socksup, and Morgs has knife in hands. He's hunting. He's going for the kills. Dashes away from the Skywolf as his fellow Skywolf follows up behind him. Smoking the corner. Getting that beautiful kill there on Ginger. There's one more on side, and that's Polyotta. Polyotta finding
shots
through the wall, but jumping high. Morgs manages to get a headshot there. Trying to find one more. Couple of shots fired. Classic pistol in hand as the knives run out.
One enemy remaining.
Robo in a really good angle to kill Bray, and finding one more on Reapsy. Robobo.
What a good round by Socksup there. Finally pulling it back to their favor now. 9-8. I mean, Freddii'S was on the save there. I believe I saw, what, 3 stingers and a classic from no, it was it Socksup that was on a save round there? Because Morgs was going with the classic and his knives. So very well played actually by Socksup, going with the save and winning the round actually. Full Vandals in hand now for Socksup. Really hard execute on A.
Spike down.
Good nade, but he jumps. Trying to find one. He just doesn't manage to, as Morg shuts him down with that headshot as he hops into the bullet.
Socksup playing a bit slower now, going towards heaven. Trying to feel out where...
Look at this. Reapsy is flanking up behind. Reapsy might be able to get one. He does indeed. Gets the Cynics. As the rest of the remaining Socksup players are all stuck inside heaven.
They are getting
trying to
pinched.
keep Sky now. As Ginger's on the angle, but Ginger falls to the shot there of Morgs. Trying to reclaim side. Travis trying to hold Ram to make sure that Reapsy doesn't sneak up on him as well. There's a slow orbs coming up at the Raze nade, and he just stands there and takes it.
Spike down A.
Bray finding 3 kills to his name.
Sorry. Very good shots there by
I have the spike.
both teams.
Oh, and Travis is going to fall into the hands
30
of
seconds
Polly. Deciding not to peek up towards heaven. Getting ready for the satchel jump, going around the corner. Landing a little bit short there in towards elbow. Sending the rocket misses. This might be bad for Travis as Bray gets the 4th kill of the round, taking out Travis.
Bray on 4 kills. Bray got 4 that round, almost 8. Very well played. Very good setup. It just shows you that Killjoy playing on a site with a good setup is really, really strong. If you fall prey to her setup, yeah, she just does so much damage, and she's just lurking around any and every corner. We see Spike going mid again now. I really hope Reapsy sees that his wall in mid, the way that he places it, is not working, and would rather wall off inside male. But it looks like he's just going to keep walling it there. Instantly broken.
It's just not much you can do there.
Slow orb is really effective in slowing them down as much as possible.
Managing to find one there on Morgs. That's an early pick. Morgs has been extremely good for Socksup, so taking him out early, but Robo shuts that down by getting the resurrection up.
Oh, Ego with the ult.
Player standing.
And the judge.
Ego finding another one.
3 for Ego. What a brilliant ultimate.
Trying to find one more, but Cynics just shuts him down. Cynics finding himself in a 1v4 situation, trying to push up Heaven with the Gaia's Vandal in hand, peeking the side, but the Skybird comes out. They know that Cynics is now there. As Reapsy is going to get ready behind the box, getting ready to attack, and he does indeed, taking out Cynics.
Good shots by Freddii'S. Socksup do a really good job at initiating the push, but I feel like they lose their momentum really quickly, especially from Reapsy's slow orb. They lose all of their momentum, and it's hard to restart that again. So I'm hoping they can keep that momentum when they actually decide to initiate a site and just get that spike down, initiate that post plant, and just hold your angles. 9 to 10 in favor of Freddii'S.
What I would like to see Reapsy do differently is maybe put that wall up, and when you know they're forced on a save, stand on top of that wall, and while they're trying to shoot and break that wall, then you swing from the top and try to get as many as you can, trying to destroy your wall, because every round they're just taking it the same thing over and over again. He does manage to jump on